fact, the potential explainer coming out from Aurora because they will just ban out the counters to the Phobias. For example, the Esmeralda, or maybe pick that up, or they will not pick it up. And also because they know that it is also an answer to the hand potentially. Phobius in the Expedite with the Kalea, and then maybe a Farsa as their fourth pick. It makes it so that their first turtle is so strong up against the Fredrin.
Now let's talk about the upcoming mid trio because I'm already.
Potentially, Phobius.
Thằng này mà hello guys, kitsa.
Alter Ego, even the first opening here, they're already showing the willingness to fight and picking up this Claude again, the pick that was able to beat Team Liquid Philippines.
Okay. Now, I'm actually not going to be surprised if the chip is going to be banned by Alter Ego. There it is. It's such a good ban because I think you would think that maybe the Hylas is a better ban or maybe a Badang because of their composition. But Aurora have shown that they are willing to pick up the chip. And with Fredrin, with Jushin, and Harry, you can easily activate those heroes, and chip will be a difficult matchup if ever they prefer. So this is a smart ban.
It's taking away multiple different angles to actually engage in these fights. And personally, for me, I think it's a better option because Hylos and as well as Gatot are very straightforward. They're kind of linear style of roamers in comparison to Chip and Cho.
Oh, they're forcing the Farsa, but Alter Ego might just go for Lunox here.
Honestly, even Farsa is not bad. Having that Kalia can kind of give you quite a lot of tempo in early. In fact, you don't even have to rush it, right? You can pick up your jungler, but if your jungler is going to be something that Zephyr really wants to surprise us again, yeah, you can just pick up your mid here. Either Farsa or Lunox works well because you have a Kalia.
Farsa is the safest option, obviously. Now, Aurora will not pick up the Yuuzhan anymore. I think they will just go for the Lapu-Lapu because it just makes sense, right?
So much safer.
So much safer, but you also have that option of the Esmeralda.
Oh wait, no, Arlet is still available.
Guys, get so.
Oh yeah.
But up against the Phobias?
Yeah, but against Farsa and Claude, right?
I think it boils down to the question, Edward, do you want to win the lane? Can we trust you enough to hold out in the lane till we get to the mid game where we can actually utilize you in bigger team fights?
Maybe the Uranus can also be picked up, but
or CC.
The Lapu-Lapu is the best option here.
They need damage. They need that bridge for the turtle fights.
So that should be Lapu-Lapu. And
Yuuzhan is still open.
Hylas perhaps for light.
They can go Hylas or Gatot. Kind of depends on what they want to do. Disengage or something more to fight. Good call, Wolf. Good call.
And now, if you're Alter Ego, you're going to be looking for your jungler now. Up against the Fredrin, you usually think about the Akai, right? Akai's good.
It's not bad.
Or Guinevere, actually. But what if they go Suyo? There's not much magic damage from the other sources, but apparently, of course, in the early game.
But they do have a lot of CC, which is why I'm a little concerned about this, right? Does that mean that if we go for Suyo, we just have to omit, you know what, we're not going to go for the neutrals until Lawrence, we're looking to get advantages in lane.
Just win early, right? But they pick up the Nolan instead. So, again, this is Alter Ego saying, like, we got somewhere to be, guys. Let's end the game very, very fast. What do you feel about the draft for Aurora?
I think it's pretty even. There's a slight advantage for Alter Ego.
Well, what about you, Gideon?
I don't know. I think that it's a little more lopsided than that. I think that Aurora definitely is going to be slower in the early stages of the game, but if they keep it tight, I think mid-game it's pretty easy for them.
You know what? I'm very sorry to the stats on screen, but I legit don't care because at this point, there's something that you can't calculate, and that's the player spirit here using all their favorite heroes. So, ladies and gentlemen, now that the draft has finished up, this is game number 1 of this grand finals. Gonna be flying clouds. So now we're going to be throwing it over to our casters, Leo, Trex, and Mirko.
It's time to write the first chapter in the revelation that is this grand final. Ladies and gentlemen, Aurora Gaming Philippines from the upper bracket, Alter Ego from the lower, doing the nigh impossible, now stand on the grand stage.
All right, taking a look at this draft, we have a new pick, at least from last series and all of yesterday. We haven't seen Yasuke on this Nolan yet. And he's going to bring it up in game number 1. This is all about feeling each other out. in a best of 7.
But we have seen a similar pick to this, the Suyo, something that wants to go fast and something that is very alter ego.
And they're going down memory lane. There was a time where Nolan was in the metagame alongside Suyo. So it's clear that Coach Zephyr, Professor X's needs and foresight are coming through. Quick peek at the emblems. If you plan on playing Nolan in this current metagame, there's not much really changing here. Oh, big start mid.
Yep, just a little bit more damage over on Yue. Talking to passive constantly, getting the sustain over to Hijume.
I mean, well done already. We're seeing the aggression in the mid, but still nobody goes down.
Oh.
Demon Kite on this spread run. I mean, Aurora Gaming, I feel like their draft, they just keep it so simple. They keep it very Aurora Gaming PH. And if they win with this, it's a very good start from them because they don't have to change too much up. It's their style.
It's getting full from a basic breakfast or like a little glass of milk, a cup of coffee, if you will. Alter Ego, though, they're flexing how deep their hero pool goes. Could have sworn they were going to go utility as well, since there is a good combo in Hijume and Alec, and then they can bank on Arfi. But Yasuke, the hero pool on this young man.
Yeah, and this is what we were kind of teasing about in the pre-match, right? We were talking about how Alter Ego, they want to go fast, but Aurora Gaming Philippines, they know how to play slow. They know how to slow the tempo down all the way to a point where Alter Ego makes mistakes. And already they're setting up, but look, already Dark Wave coming in, Demon Kite take it down the fracture, all in. Light coming in for the re-engage. Yue pops in Crimson Beacon, able to get the Lantern Flare. Edward jumps in now with the Brave Spider. It's going to be Nino in the back line as Edward.
Taking a lot of damage, might just go down here.
Alec will take a few shots. Nino with in front of pursuit, now jumps again. Another jump forward, but now he's caught in a bad place. Has another proc in front of pursuit, will be able to go for the jump again and again. Takes a turret shot, gets shanked by Demon Kite as Yasuke moves to the purple buff.
A speedy response from Alter Ego, just as speedy as their start was. Demon Kite with a clutch take, didn't even use retreat.
Alter Ego start things off fast. They do win out in kills. It's still the first turtle on the map, though. Yasuke tries to take a different path. Not getting that purple means they didn't get too much out of that trade.
I feel cloud by
Were used, and now we're jumping over turtle one.
Edward all done. Oh, Edward miss कर यार. तर more यार जी more.
More than.
It's gonna go for a stun. Glorious pathway coming down as the turtle was already secured by Demon Kite, but now it's gonna be Nino all alone.
ओए ना यार Nino ले उतला ना यार ट्रीट लाई.
Ufri. Nino. Oh shit.
More यार.
Alec has to get out of here with a tsunami slam. Looking for the escape.
कस्तो brawl भइरहेको सुरुदेखि नि यार.
Very not Alter Ego.
A little too early for El Padre to be pushing their limits. Again, this is a Phobius. You need some modicum of items.
ये DJ वाला तालु भइसक्यो.
Luckily, Yasuke though keeps on getting
किन
out of
किन
these
तालु
fights.
हो
As long as Yasuke stands
SRG
tall,
हारे नि तालु.
they have a chance in future neutral objectives. All the games that we saw last time, when they lost, Yasuke had a bad game, so it's huge to keep him on 1-0.
You're alluding to his game on the Fanny, the clincher against SRG. I could have sworn, watching that too, we're going all the way. But here, I agree. Yasuke needs that same amount of patience. Sure, he hasn't got punished yet. Hasn't
के साउन्ड सानो भयो
but
गेमको
if you want to take it the
Game
game,
zone
you
होला.
have to have a slow game.
And this is the thing about Nolan. You actually shouldn't be contesting a neutral objective early. Yes, if there are
गेम साउन्ड सानो हो
situations where Nino can actually show Demon Kite, then take it. But now they're going to go for the dive in the bottom lane. Alec, flicker in, tsunami slam.
Edward,
down, and all in over
down.
on Edward. And it's a pick down below, but look at the response from Aurora Gaming.
Stop like gap bande Nino. तेरे game हो.
Gotta get out of here. The BMI, the blazing duet.
Cancelled out now. The
Arfi
pickup
more
and the
in there.
throw down back, but again it's Light who takes the kill.
आरफी मर्यो shit यार not good man.
For Aurora, but macro-wise, the trade is
फर्स्ट गेम त हल्का ब्रलै हुन्छ होला वार्म अप म्याच हुन्छ होला
यो Alter Ego को सबै गेम brawl.
फर्स्ट म्याच हल्का वार्म अप म्याच हुन्छ
Doming ले यार इतने रहेछ. यो
Demon Kite has the orange ball.
Okay, so that's all the way from his own.
किनकि फर्स्ट गेम जो जित्यो त्यही फाइनल हार्छ जस्तो लागेको छ मलाई
Holding
किनकि
Aurora Gaming's 500 gold lead. It's the trade for the Lapu Lapu for the Claude. It's not a good start
Second
for
order of
Arfi.
the Ayo.
I will say this though. They're getting the trade in the EXP lane
Turtle
does even things out
control
between
the
Edward and
जित्छ
Nino.
अरोराले
Nino
जित्नु
already
पर्ने
took 2
टरल
deaths, so that makes Nino a little more
ओइ एडवर्ड
helpful in
चढ्यो
these future fights.
Jump
Jimmy
over
Caldwell.
on Alec from
Turtle
Edward.
the fire,
Famous
turtle the
fighter
fire.
already used up, but Demon Kite is on the turtle, and Yasuke doesn't seem interested now as Light. Gets
Turtle
caught
को
with a
सट्टा
passive,
बरु
but
board
that's
lane
about it.
push
It's
गरे
free
बवाल
for
हुन्थ्यो
Aurora Arfi, blazing duet up top.
That's an ult for an ult.
टरल छोड्दै याजुके बटमा भयो बवाल हुन्थ्यो
Aurora Gaming have bridged their early game. They figured out, hey, we can be this. I'm holding my hands out about 6 inches apart. This aggressive against the alter ego. Not anymore, because AE, they're willing to fight. A little bit of pressure to not be slammed.
Moriola.
Fredrin.
Nice. Yazuke. Purify UA.
Gets him to safety, and now they go back to the mid lane.
So 2 down on the side of Aurora Gaming. A tower does go into the hands of Aurora Gaming, but Alter Ego are getting away with pushing this aggression in the early game.
Not letting the early stumbles take over. Once bitten, never shy. El Padre pushing forward.
Oye, ma, Yazuke, okay, kya ho yaar?
Whoa! Oh, hey, stay here, na manche bahira.
Oye, ma, ke ho tyo muni ta?
Indonesia. That's why we call MLBB our national sport. At this point, it might just
कस्तो तर राम्रै भयो अरु भाबे उता जान्थे सिधा
Yazuke is built different.
So taking a look at the
मान्छे यहाँ किरा जस्तो छ
only about 360 gold behind, and when we finally have marksman gold laners like this, they are going to be very important in first, second lords, those big fights that ultimately matter. Starlium Sight does lock in for Dome and Kite in the jungle. Even with the 2 deaths on Demon Kite,
on a device,
and just to put this into context, being a tank jungler, you don't need that much farm. So that just spells how slow the farm is for Yazuke. He clears waves much, much faster than Demon Kite. So this is a slow start for Yazuke.
in the bush. RF's gonna try to go for the cancel.
RF?
All in coming down. RF blazing into west, and now
Oye, मर्यो Demon Kite, ए Dome Kite.
राम्रै हो अल्टर इगो सबबाट के हामी अल्टर इगो गो
I don't know how worth it is to trade
SRG
the gold
tina
lane.
सोला घरबाट दे
I'm sure Aurora saw that a mile away.
Yeah, that's a big win for Alter Ego. Plus, big chance of getting this tower.
Demon Kite total 3 total त पायो तर यस्तो हेर्दा Alter Ego ले नै हान्छ यसो सकेडा हो
Trades all over.
Total
And
control
so
त
far,
पाइरहेछ
I think Alter Ego have won the past couple. That puts Aurora
Aurora
in a
एकदम
weird
structured छ
position.
कि यो
The
टिम
one
अलिकति
lane that
धेरै
they
नै
for sure
टक्कलाएर
won, that gold lane,
धेरै नै
they just lost.
मिलाएर खेल्नुपर्छ तर Alter Ego चाहिँ ब्ल्याक डुड में
They're okay
उल्टै
with
टाइपको
a
छ
1,000
यिनीहरू
gold deficit. The whole point of this strategy here is to buy time till around 9-10 minutes. Wait till
Domain.
मार्छ कि अहिले मार्न सक्छ यार हेरितलाई
big grouped up team fights.
What you're saying is slow
March
is
is
smooth and smooth is fast.
Exactly.
So
Purify
getting
त छैन
there
हेरिको
is an inevitability. It's up to Alter Ego to force Aurora.
फर्स्ट गेम लक छ होला है अल्टर इगोले ओए फ्रेटिनलाई पिकअप हान्यो त
नै 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 हिजोमै मर्यो
आलेको मर्यो आरपी त आयो ड्यामेज आरपी मर्यो यार किन त्यसलाई पिकअप हानेको ए डोमेन कसरी मर्यो याजुके निनोलाई निनो नि मर्छ याजुके ब्लू बक्स खायो फ्रेटिन कसरी जाऊ फ्रेटिनलाई पिकअप हुने रङ आइडिया थियो गाह्रो छ नि लाइटहरू ए गर्न परिहाल्छ क्राउड कत्रो हेऱ्यो इन्डोनेसिया यो त अझै स्टेडियम बाहिर हो कि स्टेडियम भित्र प्याक होला हौ तर बाहिरै बसेर हेर्नु मजा आउँछ है यसो हेर्दा टिकटको पैसा दिनु पर्छ
Unspeakable amount of aggression, unparalleled target acquisition, met
निनोले
with
पानीको बोतल
Uber
खोल्यो
lineup that breaks
खेल्दै
their box.
पानीको
This
बोतल
is
खाइरहेछ
again
कस्तो सिग्मा
the
देखिस्
strat
त्यही भएर
that
ग्याप
Wolf
हाने कि
often talks about. Aurora Gaming, the way their lineup works is it's just
Sky Piercer
ungodly
आउँदैछ
amounts
जुसिङको
of crowd control that
यो
the
जुक्सीले
back
झ्याङ
line just
हान्छ
can't even come in. He
तर याजुकीले कस्तो राम्रो खेल्यो नोलान पनि कन्सिल बनायो हाम्रो
pick
त्यसले
up there, and every time Light
Got it.
sees the feathered airstrike, he just starts running at him.
That's a straight line.
Straight line.
All right, so from here, taking a look at these gold laners once again, still at about
CEO को पातो कति रहेछ
standstill.
भ्यूहरू
2 items for 2 items. Is
Oh, 429k रे
फर्स्ट गेम के हो
has been
429k watching
एम्पेल इन्डोनेसिया
on the Harith. He's his own breed at this point.
एम्पेल इन्डोनेसिया
कङ्केडा Yahiko Im को नि पुरानो बरु 1000 जति आज
ओइ माया 100k पुग्नै छ त एम्पेल इन्डोनेसिया
1000
1 मिलियन पुग्नै छ एम्पेल
After
इन्डोनेसिया
that fight, he went in way too early, and now Aurora's holding the turret galore.
तेरा 200 पुग्नै छ
Alter Ego making a move that
मेरो 1000 पुरानो पऱ्यो केडा 1000 त डिजर्भ गर्छ म एडवर्ड अल एडवर्ड त मर्दैन फ्री लर्डमा पायो इजुमे डाउन
मरे मरे
एडवर्ड
मरे ओ माय गॉड
एडवर्ड
कस्तो ब्याकलाइन छिरेको
एजिम 0
पछाडि के भइरहेछ निनो
निनो नाइ यार
जुक्सिङ गरेछ लास्ट छ भन्ने मलाई
तर हैन फर्स्ट गेमले खासै त्यो गर्नु हुँदैन केडा फर्स्ट गेम वार्म अप गेम हो बेस्ट अफ 7 हो
They're not the predators. They're not in control.
फर्स्ट गेम कि जसले यी फर्स्ट गेम जो जित्छ त्यही हार्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई किन यार यो मलाई एकदम फिलिङ आयो चाहिँ भित्रदेखि आज यो पालि गेम 7 मा
Alter Ego already down to inhibitors on the mid side. Aurora Gaming just punching a straight line with the Lord coming soon.
It's been a while since we've seen a carry Lapu Lapu. But that is what Edward is right now.
यो एम सिरिज कोले सोचे थिए अरोरा नि फाइनल पुग्छ अल्टर इगो फाइनल पुग्छ
One combo you have. Tsunami slam into either of these
मैले
carries
सोचेको थिएन
should do it. That's what's making
Oral त लास्ट फाइदा भयो नि अल्टर इगो आएर फाइनल और आबे गारे
किन दुवैजना त फाइदै हो के
There we go. That's a big charge from the
Boy,
Lord.
as 11 मिनेटमै हिँड्नु भयो गेम सकिन्छ
भक्क ट्रिनिटी आयो आरपी को
Taking a big portion of that damage. Dark Wave landing on 3.
याजुकीले गेम कस 5 जनसँग बसेर खेल्दा चाहिँ के गर्छ याजुकी
स्प्लिट पुश गर्ने फार्म निकाल्ने और चान्स पाएको बेलामा एकजना पिक अफ गर्ने सँगै
No
नभएको बेलामा
vision on Yasuke. Where is he hiding out? They decide, all right, we got what we came for. That's a huge win already this early. Let's back off.
फर्स्ट गेम त चिलिङ मात्रै यस वी आर जस्ट चिलिङ फर्स्ट गेम
Joseph would say they got their head on a swivel. They don't need to see Yasuke, but the fact that they don't see him means they see.
Come on guys, let's go सबले शेयर हान्दिमै guys लाइभ आज मेरो 1000 भ्युअर ब्रेक 5 पुग्दिन
Sniffed him, and now Yasuke commits Grand Theft Purple.
फाइनल्स आज राम्रै हुन्छ होला 4-0 त हुँदैन यिनीहरुको भा लामै हुन्छ अलिकति
Aurora just
याजुकेको 3टा आइटम
लाइटले अल्ट हाल्ने
Wings by wings
टस
out.
आउन
At this point, it's a mind game from Light, dude.
हाइलाइट्स क्वालिटी चाँडो आउँछ र भने
Farming each other's purples. I think that's like the third one to just go to opposite sides.
Cross jungling.
Cross jungling, exactly.
यो कालियालाई नि कस्तो गाह्रो छ
That's done on Alec.
यार
Even Alec isn't having the greatest time. A majority of the targets that he can hit
Freya
will
ban
either
हान्ने
purify or would love
Freya
to be
ban
the
नै
center
होला
of
नि
Alter Ego's lineup.
All right, so taking a look
Edward
at these
Golden.
items one more time. Yasuke's been
Obviously,
farming his
they
mind
don't
out,
hardly
essentially.
beat it.
He's
मलाई
still
gold
ahead of
day.
Demon Kite, even with the gold deficit. His goal has been get your items up.
कमब्याक गर्न के डोमेङ्कालाई निकाल्ने डोमेङ्कालाई निकाल्यो भने चाहिँ के होला है डोमेङ्कालाई निकालेर आरपीले हान्नु पर्यो
डोमेनको प्युरिफाई छ त्यसमा
Significantly cheaper.
लेट पुग्यो भने त हान्नु पर्ने अल्टर रिगोले एउटा उताबाट डोमिङ मात्र हो यताबाट फार्सा छ नोलन
Already has Athena shield.
याजुकेले डोमेनलाई निकाल्यो भने बल
First
हुन्छ
breastplate. This is all he needs.
5 गरे गोली छु गोलेनमा त हैन आरपीको फार्म त्यस्तो नराम्रो त छैन हौ
You need to be ahead by at
ए
least
एडवर्डको चाहिँ धेरै छ
1,000
एडवर्ड र
item,
त्यो
a
रोमको
full item. And that's
Means
usually how
पनि
it is
आउँछ
when we
नि
see the Yisun. Shin against
आरपीले
Brethren,
फार्म त
Nolan
निकाल्दै
against
हेरौँ
the
के हुन्छ
Brethren,
यो
Yisun
लर्ड
clearers.
नानी
And that's what
सक्दैन होला
Aurora
सायद
Gaming is doing so well here in game number 1. Not only are they winning head-on initiations, but they're able to find
Confusing?
just take away from Yasuke.
नयाँ
Right,
लाइट
counter the initiate.
लाइट
Now it's going to be the disengage from
Oh no,
Neo.
Nani
It
no
goes for
more.
the Dark Wave landing it onto, but now Edward forced to fight. That's good. Tsunami Sound to cancel out the
More,
last
more,
portion
Nino.
of the Raging
Oy!
Slap. From Demon Kite and Edward
Slam on there,
cuts him
Fredin.
down again. He's on a killing spree.
यो गेम त गयो होला सायद
Still in the jungle, gonna try to lock
मरे
the
मरे
ball.
मरे
कस्तो टन्ट हाने यार
त्यही हुन्छ क्या फेरि
Doming takes him down.
नोलन झ्याउने हुन्छ फेडिङ
And
गएछ
the Dom and Kite are good targets, but not when there's two chunky boys next to them. Make it 3. A half man, half horse.
And that's the way that Aurora Gaming is approaching every
the
single
one.
one of these fights. Everyone just huddles around Demon Kite and Light. Because if anyone tries to catch Doming and if anyone tries to catch Yue,
game
the
is
taunt comes
first
in.
game
The
at the-
little
खासै
taunt
भन्नु
from
मिल्दैन।
Hylos comes in.
We've come full circle,
1
ladies and
million
gentlemen. The last time Edward was on this stage
1
in this
million watching
arena,
Indo,
not a single game he won. And he's just moments away from correcting that historically.
4-1 and 6.
रेकर्डै हान्ने
Man is
भयो सबसे
performing
वाच
well.
गेम सबसे
Wait a
धेरै
second,
भ्युज आउने
this is a
एमएलए होला
classic alter
सायद
ego move. Whenever the enemy gets a lord, they go to look for the pickup, but can they take Edward down? Tsunami Slam coming down with the
Edward
first
pick up
damage.
for him, bubble हुन्छ
Edward will have the
ओए
advantage.
इमो
I think that's
Oh,
enough to
nice.
ओए आइटम स्विच गरेर भएको अहिले
survive, and now he goes
I know,
back
they
in with a helmet
protected
Demon
him.
Kite. Meanwhile, ladder
पैसा
backline
मिल्छ।
with Yue jumping in as Doming goes for the base. What is on for?
मर्यो यार त्यो
क्या गेम सक्यो
हिजोमै मर्यो
डोमिङले
डोमिङ मर्दैन यार
डोमिङ
Nino also trying to block it
आमा
off.
कत्रो शिलाको डोमिङ गयो त्यो सेकेन्ड
Nino
शिला
मर्यो
All alone, now against 4. He's jumping
Nino
in for
मर्यो
pursuit. He's so tanky, but again, he's constantly
Wait,
jumping in as
Nino?
RP does a lot of damage.
आम्मामा
Dark Wave coming in from Nino.
आरपीको ड्यामेज छैन यार
यिनीहरू अलिकति होल्ड गऱ्यो भने सक्थ्यो क्या
One more wave against the base.
They're gonna go straight for it. No nonsense.
One side
Aurora
and
take game 1.
बोक्नु बोक्नु स्पिकर हो कि
And
Funny kind of
clean,
ice cream.
Aurora knows which fights to take, and Alter Ego have met their match. Game 1 goes to the Northern Lights.
Hopefully at this
It
point
wasn't
some
that, yeah,
lessons were learned From both sides, but mostly from Alter Ego. If they're going to ban the Freya, you might just have to start banning the Fredrin. You might have to respect the other team as well.
And you gotta feel for Arfi in that situation. He went Claude, he's like, all right, do I go Purify or Flicker? Why would I go Purify? The only guy that can cancel me is Demon Kite on Fredrin. And we got a Phobias, we have a Varsa, we have ways to stop him from going in. But then Demon Kite just says, yeah, nah.
What a rude awakening for last night's multiple-time MVP winner, Arfi. This is one way to realize I'm not a great marksman. I'm pretty good, but not great. What else do Alter Ego have up their sleeves?
Well, one thing's for sure, they cannot give the Claude over to Domain.
All right. At this point,
This
definitely don't
is
give
his
it a
first game त ठिकै छ हेरौँ अब यसपछि गेम बिस्तारै बिस्तारै बल हुँदै जान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
Let's
फर्स्ट
see
गेम
what
त
the panel
भन्ने
has
त्यही
to
नै
say
हुन्छ
about it. An amazing first game, guys.
champion, Aura.
I would say it's a perfect way to open up the grand finals. And gentlemen, the thing that I've noticed
Dude,
now,
draft
after
gear
the
is adding
first game of this grand finals, the whole story about M7
Wildcard
is your
Thailand
identity. The teams
Thailand
that
versus
figure
जाने
out
सक्ने
and
बित्तिकै
stick to their
Turkey travel.
identity will
Boy,
eventually win.
Wildcard
And those
जित्यो
that
भने.
betray themselves will start to
More than
lose.
easy.
Here, Aurora, again, bringing that utility jungler looks absolutely amazing. And so
जित्ने टिममा
far,
त मस्ती
Arfi
हुने
is
छ
the
त
best when it comes to fighters in the
Wildcard
lane.
जित्यो थाइल्यान्डमा
I
जित्यो
think it's still
त्यसपछि
pretty good
टर्की
on the
ट्राभल
quad.
गयो
But again, I kind of feel
युरोप
like
है
at this
फेरि
point,
टर्की
either Alter Ego really needs to respect
Europe,
this
man.
strat coming in from
First
Aurora
time.
and figure out a way to deal with it, or they just got to figure out their own identity and somehow give a fighter over to Arfi.
Well, I don't think they're moving too far away from their identity. I don't know if you'll agree with me, Wolf, but I think a lot of this game just boiled down to dividing and conquering in the early stages of the game. But I think Lang, as the point guard, making clear decisions for the rest of the team. Hey, let's stop the feathered airstrike. I saw at the peripheral vision of my minimap, Yasuke moving over to that purple buff. We can defend it if we don't waste too much time.
I will never argue against that identity of Aurora because I think it is.
Now Alter Ego support है म त्यही भएर Alter Ego हार्दैछ हिजो SRG र TLK त सपोर्ट म Aurora सपोर्ट गर्छु अब चाहिँ नेक्स्ट गेम Aurora सपोर्ट
Giving it up is not good for. It's not going to be good for the entire series. Is because of the fact that they can make mistakes when up against this kind of composition. For Aurora, all they have to do is to play the game as it should be played. And that's exactly what they did. They punished the side of Alter Ego when Alter Ego tries to go for an over-aggressive play. Remember the play in the bottom lane where they did get important kills, or Alter Ego did, but they eventually got traded out. Kills after kills after kills, like -1 every minute. It all becomes, it all piles up. And then all of a sudden, you're no longer in control of the game.
And look at this, the MVP by Realme, our official giving phone. 3-1 and 10, it's light coming in from Aurora, Philippines. And again, absorbing a lot of damage. And as amazing as Claude is, I actually do like the introduction of the Chastised Aldred into the tank items. Because I feel like it is an item that took a while for a lot of players to warm up to, but now you can see quite a lot of players actually don't mind rushing this item. Even if you think the opponent is not like an attack speed hero, you would be surprised against opponents that even if they don't have attack speed, it does matter a lot.
Oh, it matters so much. That passive is disgusting, especially when you have like a slight lead in the earlier stages of the game. It feels like you're unkillable. Yeah. So a lot of these moments, as we see them actually fight, right, comes down to, does Hijime have his ult or not? Can Light actually look to cancel it out? Because as soon as Hijime loses that important ultimate, Yue can do whatever he wants, right? He doesn't need his ult to be relevant in these fights.
I would even go out of my way and say that the Chastised Sword Rod was actually the reason why we have fighter gold laners right now, because they're not dependent on attack speed. And in this scenario, you're looking at this Nolan as well as this Claude. The Claude will definitely suffer from this Chastised Sword Rod, and the timings was just perfect. Now, let's talk about like how do you actually implement this utility strategy coming out from Aurora. This is a box type strategy that is really good at punishing those that it can unbox. If you're looking at the composition of Alter Ego, they kind of want to go front to back with this Nolan, with this Phobies, then eventually with this Claude, but they can also go dive. I think that Alter Ego chose to continuously dive against Aurora, and
यो ब्लुटुथको स्पिकर पीसीमा मेरो कनेक्ट गर्न मिल्दैन आउटपुटमा
I think their formation wasn't good enough for them to implement this kind of strategy because they are always diving into the box, the area or the zone of control of Aurora.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Light was able to be that focal point, right? Really the cornerstone to make sure that this box actually works. You're revealing one edge of it, but truly, do you see every single angle? Most of the time, it's going to be no. The best way to summarize the way the game was basically played, it's checkers, right? We're not even getting into the chess side of it yet. It's consistent trades, and eventually Aurora is able to get 2s and 3s.
And the reason why they're getting 2s and 3s and when they're just giving up 1s is because they are good at turning into heroes that put a lot of priority. That they put a lot of priority in important heroes of altering. For example, if Phobius comes and jump into the the ultimate, they immediately turn into that Phobius. When the Claude comes in, they will drop everything that they have and they will focus on that Claude. Aurora is so good at reacting to Alter Ego to the point where Alter Ego looks like they're creating those mistakes just because of how Aurora is instantaneous with their reactions.
I really love the refinement coming in from Aurora because again, they know how they play. They just got to make sure that it's basically perfect. And in case something does go wrong, how do you react to it? And I gotta say, most of their reactions is actually from Edward. Edward made sure that no shenanigans is gonna be there. You guys come in, you gotta fight the Lapu.
Yeah, I mean oh man, there's so many times where as an EXP laner, pressing buttons is the right way to go, but he's holding onto that land trigger only for the right moments, only for when the movement abilities and dashes are out. That's when he goes for the big plays, that's when he goes for the flickers.
Yeah. Now you have to think, if you are heading to game number 2, if you're Alter Ego, do you deny or ban? So, as teams have tried to solve the problem against Alter Ego, which is the Freya and the Leomord, and the only way to go about it is to just ban the Freya.
Technical problem.
I mean, like,
think about the Harith.
I'm worried because of 2 things. Number one is that Frederick's not there, Leomar is going to be
there,
and Dimika has already shown he has a pretty mean attack. Now, here's the thing, this is the World Championship, and our players need the best device just to make sure that everything happens smoothly. And for you guys at home, there's an extra edge for everyone. You guys get the Realme 15 Pro, because again, it has all the AI goodies, win rate predictions, analyze goal item, everything in real time, and it even have the consecutive skill function. So in case you're new to the hero, you can set your skills, and then with just one button, you can execute perfectly. Again, thanks to the Realme 15 Pro, the M7 official gaming phone, for making sure they gave the very best experience to our players. You play, we carry. This is the Realme 15 Pro, the M7 official gaming phone.
Beautiful design, nice and sleek, and it's got everything. Honestly, I like the size of it. It fits my hands really nicely, so I'm going to keep this in the meantime. Don't worry about it.
And now, Gideon, would you mind inviting V? Because V would like to see this grand finals. V has been here the entire time, looking very cute. So, again, thank you very much to V. Let's check out this guy and see what V has to say to us.
Prediction as a final prediction. Alter Ego 4-2. 4-2. Alter Ego जित्छ. Alter Ego 4-2 most probably. 4-2 Aurora जित्ला कि Alter Ego ले जित्ला एउटा म पोल बनाइदिन्छु. 4-1 Alter Ego एक बार. 4-0 हुन्थ्यो Alter Ego. Alter Ego ले जित्छ स्लाइसिङ मलाई. यो एक गेमले के भन्नु यार.
Parachute naturally anti-dandruff shampoo. Champions.
Start the poll.
Parachute naturally
M7 champion. Alter Ego जित्छ स्लाइसिङ मलाई. यो एक गेमले के भन्नु यार. Start the poll.
He's one of my boys.
And here's the thing, if you guys want to fight, how about a 1v1, right? Because you guys can actually 1v1 with the very games app. You guys can create and host the 1v1. You guys can play it against much points as you can.
First game surprise
rings, the MLBB diamonds, and of course, new MLBB skins. Make sure you guys download
surprise
the app
are guys
from
first game
the Play Store
surprise.
and register your MLBB ID to start playing. Now, gentlemen, shout out to all our sponsors. They're amazing friends. And you guys made this possible. And we do hope that this grand finals goes all the way. Because even though we've seen Zephyr for like what? A better part of 2 to 3 weeks now, we've seen that he likes to adjust. Now, I really want to see how he adjusts for this one. Because in that previous draft, Leomord was not touched at all. Not picked, not banned. I wonder if something will change around the jungle pick.
I think, and now Wolf has already brought up a couple of good points about specifically having these utility junglers. I think it's less of a problem with the utility junglers, but the combination of it with this Zhu Xin. That's why we're not seeing the Liam Ward in this particular matchup, because, the amount of peel that they have with just these two heroes is kind of insane. And sprinkle a little bit more CC, and then it becomes impossible.
Well, you know what? I think it's fine, because here's the thing, our players are playing on the secret lab chair, which make it so that they can play all 7 games here, giving amazing comfort with the ergonomic chairs trusted by the world's best MLBB teams. Whether you're enjoying a casual game with friends or representing your org and country on the M7 world stage, Secret Lab can elevate your game with tournament-grade ergonomic support. Again, the very same kind that powers the pros, the casters, analysts, everyone here in the MLBB Pro scene.
Get yours today, maybe tomorrow. Hey, I mean, you take your
It all
time.
trigger
Again, if you want greatness in the Secret Lab, Wolf, I'm
Nino
curious
less
to know,
plans
because
late
for this
game.
upcoming game, we've seen
Late game.
Aurora kind of like make these small adjustments every time they play in the upper bracket. Do you think they are going to be the ones who are going to stick to their guns, or switch on over to just make sure AE is constantly on the edge?
The quick answer to that is they're going to stick with their guns until it loses, until there is a draft that Alter Ego can come up with to counteract it. I think that is the reason. The reason why that is the case is because they want to get as much points as possible, to get to that point where if they're at, let's say at match point and they already are figured out afterwards, then they employ a new strategy that hopefully Alter Ego does not solve yet. So to answer your question, until it works, they will use it.
Hey, you know what they say, right? That's how cookie crumbles in beginning, right?
That's
so
right.
as long as it still works, just keep on using it. Like, I like that mentality because it's really on you. Because we got to remind ourselves, I would say even in a best of 5, the mental stamina is going to be tested, right? So I really feel like you got to pace yourself. You don't have to do anything unnecessary and burn out early. If you just, in a sense, just blow your load early, it makes it very difficult for you to draft later on, because then, like, okay, there's just no more surprises.
I don't know, that sounds a little premature. Considering that both of these teams are truly at the top of their game, it's really trying to get as close to the edge as possible without tipping over and losing your sense of self, right? Because once you have that clarity after you make those mistakes, I think that AE now, coming into this draft, might switch things up. First of all, I think it has to start with blue side, red side.
That's right.
Can I just say, I love your linguistic ability.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Yep. You're really good at this. And then we're talking about like this was coming from Alter Ego. They have to start with the blue side for sure. But now they also will have to think about their jungle choices. I think the idea why they chose the Nona can make sense in a vacuum. Because you need an assassin against the Jushin. You also need a hero that can outpace this Fredrin. However, the Fredrin plus the Jushin combination is such a strong combo in a way that you can only counter one and not both. If you counter the Fredrin part, then the Jushin part will just be free.
Most value slot.
के छ त गाइस नेपालमा स्लट आउला र नेपालमा स्लट आउँछ स्लटको आज कुरा हुन्छ भन्ने थियो M7 मा
a better choice in that previous draft. Maybe a Guinevere eventually. I think that Alter Ego just have to really pick their battles, or maybe just make sure that they only have to solve one.
I would have to say something that I like about the draft coming in from Aurora or from Philippines in general is that they draft in a way where the margin of error is actually quite low. But now we have more surprises here in the MS7 World Championship. In fact, we're going to be trying to over to the host to see, is there any more surprises for us?
Surprise on the I surprise. Sound is
this best of 7 series.
ल तर्सन भन्न त
Continue this action pack series. We have some very exciting news to share with our MLBB fans.
We were pretty sure that everyone will love this, especially MLBB fans from Thailand. What exactly is it? Well, let's all
Wait, danger surprise छ त
सुन्दैछ As a team with the most title in Thailand, को हो यो चाहिँ फेरि? It's time for us to take the next step. थाइल्यान्डमा स्लट हो के सुकुटी रे ए सुकिज पो रहेछ
ถ้าตั้งใจคนไทยไม่แพ้ชาติ
के बेकार लाग्यो
थाइल्यान्डमा स्लट छैन र अरु बेला
ในเวที
छ त हैन र
यो थाइल्यान्डले ढुक्क हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो स्लट
अस्ति सी गेम्स थाइल्यान्डमा गरेछ यसले बोला
คือเป้าหมายของเราซึ่ง MLBB สามารถช่วยให้เราไปถึงเป้าหมายนั้นได้
Ulan saksan.
พวกเราได้พิสูจน์ตัวเองแล้ว พวกเราก็เป็นทีมแชมป์ในเกมโมบ้าบนมือถือได้เหมือนกัน และตอนนี้พวกเรา
Hey guys, slot out in the side Nepal लाई चाहिँ किनकि कसलाई कुन चाहिँ रिजनलाई हटाउँछ नेपाललाई हाल्ने भए
ไปกับ
वाइल्ड कार्डमा
ถ้าเพื่ออนาคต
थाइल्यान्डलाई नै एड गर्छ जस्तो अब कसरी हाल्छ नेपाललाई
จะถาโถมเข้ามาแบบพวกเราก็ไม่หวั่น
त साउथ एसियालाई दियो हुन्छ नेपाल एड गरेर
จงกล้าในวันที่กว่า
नेपालले
การที่เราเป็นผู้บุกเบิก
अरू कम्पिटिसन भयो केही छैन क्या अब स्लट चाहिँ चाहियो
नेपाललाई किन नेपाल के गरेछ र
อย่างที่รู้กัน พวกเราคือทีมแห่งโอกาส และในเมื่อมีโอกาสใหม่ๆเข้ามา พวกเราก็ยินดีรับมันไว้
โอกาสจะมาถึงมือคนที่ไม่ยอมแพ้เท่านั้น และโอกาสที่ว่า ก็ได้มาถึงมือพวกเราแล้ว
ए के हो यो हटा हान्थ्यो नि केमा ट्याग हान्दैछ है भाइ
स्टोरी हालेको लाइभ भोटेछ
ได้อย่างแท้จริง การันตีด้วยยอดผู้เล่นกว่า 1,500 ล้านคนในมากกว่า 200
वाइल्ड कार्ड थाइल्यान्ड भएर दियो कि खै होला यार
वाइल्ड कार्ड थाइल्यान्डमा गरेछ भने त थाइल्यान्डले नि स्लट पाउँछ होला त हैन र त्यस्तो लाग्यो
ในโลกประจำปี 2025 ถึง 4 ล้าน 1 แสนวิว และถูกเสนอชื่อเข้าชิง รางวัลในรายการ The eSport Award และ The Game Award ถึง 2 ปีซ้อน ประเทศไทยพร้อมลุยแล้ว ร่วมประกาศศักดาของไทย ให้ทั้งโลกได้เห็นกัน
भनेपछि थाइल्यान्डमा स्लट छ
Mobile Legends Bang Bang Super League Thailand Season 1. एउटा Thailand.
अर्को
And there you guys have it. A
त्यति
new
हो
regional tournament is officially here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Super League Thailand launches this year.
This league will feature 10 elite teams composed of
थाइल्यान्डको मात्र हो क्या साउथ एसियालाई खोइ केटा हो साउथ एसियालाई चाहिँ छैन
open qualifiers.
And Glenn, I actually heard that some of the MSL Thailand representatives are here in the arena with us watching the M7, and I cannot wait to see them in action. Also, guys, for your information, MSL Thailand directly connects the region to the global MLBB ecosystem, as their champions will have a slot in the MSC 2026 wildcards.
This is a huge note for Thailand.
वाइल्ड कार्डमा स्लटलाई एउटा थाइल्यान्डमा स्लट भएन
With their victory at the first MLBB International Championship in
थाइल्यान्डलाई एउटा स्लट दिएर क्या 8 टिममा एउटा थाइल्यान्डलाई
Sir, now don't forget to tune in to MSL Thailand as the open qualifiers begin in March. For now, let's continue on our best of 7 series. Let the world see us.
यही हो सरप्राइज कस्तो सरप्राइज हो यो त भएन यस्तो सरप्राइज
खै त नि यो छैन नि के साउथ एसियालाई
पुरै स्लट रिभिल गर्यो भने नि यार वाइल्ड कार्डमा कुन चाहिँ टिमलाई निकाल्यो भने चाहिँ
We witnessed it from the very beginning, right? All the way from MSC and now reintroducing this previous legacy region back to the modern age.
All right, just to confirm. All right, I can hear my voice. That's perfect. And yes, shout out to Thailand. Can't wait to go back there again for the wildcards. Well, hopefully we get to go there, right? But either ways, right now in this best of 7, we can see all 10 players are already on stage. Looking at the faces of Alter Ego, they look calm.
वाइल्ड कार्डको स्लट थाइल्यान्ड सरप्राइज
So I
सक्छ
really
खै
feel
यार
like, okay, game 1, we learned quite a few things. Now it's really all about adjustment. I feel like, honestly, when it comes to I think it's honestly quite good. You know, everything is okay. It really is just about the execution, and I really feel like it's just Aurora just being one step ahead.
हामी चाहिँ हेरे हेरे गर्ने हो कि एमएलएल के गरेर मोबाइलले चाहिँ
They were so instant when it
पहिला
comes
चाहिँ
to
2 वर्ष गराएर यो
that
किन
was the
कस्तो
Claude. They instantly go for the Frederick Harris. They didn't even waste any second to pick those up, and then they also went for their comfort Lapu as well as the Hydas.
वाइल्ड कार्ड चाहिँ थाइल्यान्डमा हुन्छ एमेट चाहिँ टर्कीमा हुन्छ गाइस टर्की इस्तानबुल
You can't have that high loss, but they still went for that because they're not that concerned about their opponent's strategy.
ल सरप्राइज सक्यो केटा हो
Can they actually execute their box?
सरप्राइज सक्यो केटा हो
When somebody jumps, they will go steal with the high loss. they help each other out when it comes to their box setups. And Dominic, Demon Kite, I mean, so reliable
drafting
with
phase.
the taunts.
He's really good at it. They have the golden trifecta.
Fredrin ban हान्नै पर्छ होला है
Made sure that they have the high loss.
फेरि नेपालले चाहिँ ब्यान गरिदिन्छ
Huh?
नेपालले चाहिँ ब्यान गरिदिन्छ कि भनेको
ब्यान हान्छ केटा इन्डिया नै हो क्या
We will see something a little different here in Broken Walls.
The Fredrin ban, Fredrin र Baxia ban यताबाट Freya त ban गरेको छैन अहिलेसम्म Freya यसमा ओपन छ
Alter Ego will be first pick. And look at this, already batting out those
The utility junglers.
risky utility junglers, man. Yes, that's how I describe them.
Frisky.
500 के भयो नि थोरै होला मैं लाइभ वाचिङ 500 के आउँछ इन्डोमा
They come into full contact on
अफिसियल च्यानलमा लाइभ वाचिङ 1 मिलियन छ केटा हो इन्डोनेसियाको
But at the same time, does this disrupt the trifecta? You don't have the utility jungles anymore. I feel like AE wants to force Aurora in a more coin flippy style of composition.
Freya open छ
The
अहिलेसम्म
lens of a Croc because it is actually available as of now. At the same time, though, are they actually willing to play the Jushin? We do know that it is a very strong hero, but we rarely get to see Alter Ego pick that up.
Fanny
However,
Olga
I still feel
Baxia.
like it's the best mage that
Baxia ban Baxia र Fredrin ban गरेर राम्रो गर्यो डोमिङले त्यही खेल्छ
snowbally in the laning stage when
मैं चाहिँ यहाँ बस्नु
easily, and even in the latter portions because of the Sky Piercer can
पानी पास
actually
गर्दा
back up a punch, can actually impact the team fights.
Gandhi
Seems like there will be a little bit of a change.
I mean, like, here's the
अस्सी
thing.
एसियन गेम थाइल्यान्डमै गराएको थियो नि थाइल्यान्डलाई स्लट दिनु पर्यो
Any reason to pick it up, I'll pick it up. Because Jushin is one of those heroes that's
यसमा चाहिँ डाइरेक्ट थाइल्यान्डमा मात्र
selfish. Like, she will always help people out. And if attention gets on her, she can protect herself.
She's literally like,
she don't need no man.
She's literally like the most tanky mage we have in the meta.
Yes.
Kind of ridiculous how
भाइ कसले कसलाई मग हान्छ
they're, like impossible to deal with at times, but I feel at the bare minimum,
जलाइन चाहिँ सरी
this
है
might be a mistake. I think
कसले
that
कसलाई
right
मग
now,
हान्छ होला
holding on to just Freya alongside with the Jushin, there has to be some kind of leeway here. There needs to be some kind of give and take.
I gotta say, sometimes I feel like she's as tanky as a grok. Which
त्यो जलान देखाएको त
a big
देखाउँदैन
wall of a castle.
जलान देखाउनु छ
छैन
देखा न
छैन है जलाइन
कस्तो इन्सिक्योर भएको थियो साह्रो जलान
छैन है जलाइन
यस्तो गर न
What I feel like
छैन छैन है
There we
जलाइन
go, I agree. Yeah.
Jushin really strong is that
You guys love Jushin too, right? Yes,
मेरो
I
जलान
love
हेर्ने हो
Jushin.
of course. Yes, Jushin is
के हो त्यो जलाइन हो कि के
activates most of the junglers even when they're assassin
मेरो
junglers.
जलान है
Obviously, Fredrin with the Jushin or any utility jungler with the Jushin is already pretty good, but if you play the assassin because of your mid-lane prio, how strongly you can affect the mid lane when it comes to the laning stage, that makes Jushin really a big threat when it comes to it's
Okay, so
really
guys,
a
gets
first
BG
priority
Dragon
here.
ulti लाग्दा
Honestly, it's
M7
very
M7
interesting where Munta tried to adjust her, thinking like, okay, now
कसरी
we'll
अल्छी
see
लाग्यो
something
ठिकै छ
new,
त
but now you kind of made us
त्यो
hard.
अब एक्सपेक्टेड टिम फाइनल पुगेन हल्का त्यो तर्स्यो तर त्यही त हो नि इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कतिवटा टिमले जितेछ
Literally everybody at level 1, and there's nothing you can do about it, you know, with the only exception being Kimmy, but that's only when her passive
I
is
think
up.
Yazuke Fanny better Yazuke Fanny राम्रै छ गाइस
Adjust her that much.
obviously डिमन काइट भन्नु राम्रै छ असासिनमा जस्तो लाग्छ याजुके डिमन काइटको असासिनमा मैले ल्यान्स लडाउँदै देखेको छु राम्रो ठिकै हो राम्रै भनौँ ठिकै के भन्नु
I think Cho and Claude, they're both like
update on MCB I don't think this MCB anymore guys
They are certain heroes. No
like
matter what, you can one trick them. Like Cho is
सरप्राइज
the
के
best
अनाउन्समेन्ट सरप्राइज के भन्दै थियो थाइल्यान्डलाई अनाउन्स गर्यो त्यति हो नेपालको बारेमा त केही छैन गाइस
you go damage, and if either is bad, your kick is going to be so good it doesn't matter.
Cho is a type of hero where you can have a 10-month drought in a year, and then come the M series, it will still be a priority pick, you know?
Why has a lot of skins.
ड्राफ्टिङ फेज सुरु भयो
ड्राफ्टिङ लेट्स गो लेट्स
I wouldn't be too surprised if there was like a subreddit r/the dragon. Cho, it makes so much sense.
Yep, there you go.
Jushin.
We have
जुसिन फ्रेया फ्यानी अघि भर्खर ड्राफ्ट भएको थियो फेरि ड्राफ्ट गर्यो किन
खै के ड्राफ्ट पज गरेर होला नभए ब्यान त सेमै छ
फ्रेया गर्ने बिर्सियो क्या
Go for the Claude immediately because there's the Grok. I
फ्रेया
think
त
he also
ब्यान
can
ब्यानै
take away
गर्नुपर्छ त्यो फ्रेया
Tyrant. At the same time, though, that will be not a good hero for it. So this is super duper.
नेपालको
interesting
EWC
for
छैन
Alter Ego
guys
because
there is
now
no
we can
announcement
see
nothing
How they will now manage. So counter the Leomord.
Oh.
Previously, they went in for the Claude, then eventually the Suyo.
अब हामी चाहिँ यसरी गर्ने
because
घर
they've
बसेर
already shown
यिनीहरू
that
खेले
before,
हेरिराख्ने मात्र
Aurora
हो
might be prepared against that.
What if they went?
I think they. Okay, so.
Zong र Chao यार
Zong, Chao, Jushin.
सब पिक त मनै पर्दैन मलाई
I wasn't so sure about the user. I was thinking more along the lines of Sora first to kind of keep things open, but this is a very
Leomord लियो डिमन कार्डले एडवर्ड ग्रक बा एलेकको चाउले हान्ला र हिजो एलेकले चाउमा हगिरहेको थियो यार
अस्ति हो यार चाउमा
गुनिबेरको गेममा भयो भने त्यसको अर्को गेम चाउ खेले त्यो चाउमा त ब्रोन्जै पाएको थियो
I mean, like, here's the thing. This is why I feel like Alter Ego, they're lying by being honest. Because again, look at that draft. They're like, okay, we kind of know where everything is
Yahiko
going.
कप खोला अब
But at
अरे
the same time, you're like, wait, where is this going?
Yahiko कप खोल्यो भने को खेल्ने हात उठाउँछ
What we do know is that Aurora is going
Hatura
into
ne.
that funnel position. This
Hatura
Sparsa
yaar,
and the
Hatura
Grok
hi racha
award
guys.
the adversary
Balik up.
to watch Cho Jushin mid lane. I think that
आकाशचुकी सोडाउने हिजो नि जोटको खेलेको थियो चौ हिजो खासै राम्रो पर्फर्म त गर्न सकेको त थिएन एलेकले
the wall in third round part, but from then on, this mid lane battle is probably one of the strongest like mid lane battles we'll ever get to see.
No, yeah, I appreciate this duo.
डिजिबा फुल बल भएछ
Joshin and Farrock are amazing.
Mods 1v1 Nino Yuzong is very good Nino Yuzong
फार्सा लियो थियो नि यार
I don't know about the चाउ पिक खै यार थाहा छैन मलाई अलिकति सस लागेछ I hope he proved me wrong
I like that.
I like यो गेम चाहिँ जित्नै पर्ने हुन्छ अल्टर यो नत्र मोमेन्टम अलग छ अरूले
That's the duo that's going to be rocking my world in just a little bit. Uranus ban for the side of AE. I think this is to be expected. Do they want to double down with an
के रहेछ के
I think the Desperado just is such a good ban because they will not have enough for that. They only have the Cho and the Jushin. There are few heroes that can actually survive this mid lane duo, and Esmeralda is definitely one of them.
Youtsu still hasn't lost an international game.
There was a time where the glue and the Farsa was used to counter the Yuzhong.
Nepal
Even
pride
someone
alter
like
ego.
Sanford, who makes the Yuzhong, will not
Draft
survive
party
that
गर्नु
kind of
त
weight. So, Glue and
So
Esmeralda
हैन
might be
त्यहाँबाट
the
हेर
choices
गुनिबेर
for
ब्यान
Esmeralda
भएन
when it comes to the
गुनिबेर किन ब्यान हाल्नु जङ्गलमा ओके
So right now for
यहाँ के ब्यान आउँछ आउँछ
स्मेरल्ड
ल्यान्सलर ब्यान आउँछ ए
It looks like they want to take
Whoa!
Esmeralda, so
1x1 प्रेडिक्सन
खतरा भइस म्याच
अब यताबाट
Harith, obviously. I think this is the fourth pick Harith.
हो यताबाट हेरित ब्यान
Harith ब्यान हो
हेरित ब्यान ढुक्क
ग्रेन्जर नि ब्यान
हेरित ढुक्क ब्यान ढुक्क 100% 100%
हैन नि त गियो
100% हेरित ब्यान 100%
हेरित
101%
ब्यान भएन नि त गियो
101%
you feel like Aurora will go Claude?
हेरित हैन भाइ म भन्दिम गियो
हेरित ढुक्क हेरित हो क्या ढुक्क हेरित
ल्याप ल्याप
ढुक्क हेरित ब्यान क्या
ल्याप ल्याप
ढुक्क हेरित ब्यान
It's not even.
हेरित ब्यान
ओए मा ओए के हो दाइ त तिम्रो दाइ त के हो
यो इजी प्रेडिक्सन थियो हेरित
अघि अहिले हेरित होइन भनेर चाहिँ तपाईँलाई
तँलाई यतिको भनेको हेरित इजी प्रेडिक्सन डोमेङले हेरितै खेल्छ नि धेरै मलाई त्यो त अभियस भइहाल्यो नि
matter what, but at the end of the day, you know that the trick on the other side, you have to take the Purify, which does hurt the odds in the lane when you end up fighting and go for the all-in.
Sound
Considering
छिटो आछ
how
फेस
often
क्याम
we see
भन्दा
both teams kind of rotate to the opposite side.
के गरेछ भाइ तैँले
के दा यस्तो प्रब्लम त
ल क्लड बल्ल लिएको अझ मे ओपन थियो क्लड
But they still in a way though.
डोमेनले क्लड खेल्दैन नि हेरिट ब्यान देखिस् यस्तो मेटा हिरो खुला भएर बेला नै हेरिट ब्यान गर्यो भने कति खतरा खेल्दैछ हेरिट
कम्फर्ट हिरो ब्यान गर्ने हो क्या भाइ मेटा हिरो भन्दा बुझिस् नि जित्नु छ भने
Freya is not there. Even
मलाई
against
थाहा नै
Granger,
छैन
Yeah,
it's still gonna be fine.
I really like it. Now I think you're left with that.
Do they go
Harith
Yisun
of-
Shin?
Yisun Shin and
Kitsa,
Git
Kitsa,
Farsa
welcome to the
from
stream, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, very hard,
Alter
yeah.
Ego.
Yahiko, please stand up and let Master up warm up the bench.
Suyo Granger. Just run it back.
Run it back, but it's going to cost
Nepal
them.
title is ass,
It's a
so
good
never
call
gonna
by
be
you,
Nepal
but
one
at the
time.
same time, the damage profile doesn't really... It's a lot more manageable for the side of Aurora. And
ट्रान्सर र सुयो
सुयो किन लगेको त सुयोले जितेको है
सुरुमा नोलान लियो त्यसपछि सुयो यो त के मेटा हेरि नखेले क्या अलेक त ए अलेक रे याजुकी
ओए डोमिङ त लक इन छ त मेरो भाइ
I think there is an opportunity to go above and beyond and play Arlet because there's a lot of enablers for the side of Aurora and you need somebody who actually can force out not only
गाइस स्ट्रिम टक्क शेयर हान्दिम है गाइस सब साथीहरुले शेयर हान्दिम मेरो टक्कलाई हेर्दिम आज 5 भ्युअर्स पुग्दिम 270
ultimate skin that he has.
55%
And now Aurora, they finish it up with the Sora. Again, a lot of crowd control, and when you do need it,
Okay, भाइ यार मलाई अलरेडी को ड्राफ्ट कस्तो रिस्की लाग्यो
matchups here, Wolf.
के रे लास्टमा सोरा
हेडफोनको साउन्ड म्याक्स गरेर बीचमा हालेर मैले ट्राई गरेको आउँदैन ठिकै छ
हेडफोन
के हैन हेडफोनको साउन्ड म्याक्स गरेर यहाँ राखेर के अनि यहाँ हामी दुईजनाले सुन्छ भने तर त्यसो ठिकै छ यतिकै हेर्छु
I mean, like, again, this is all about momentum. Whoever has, I would say, the good 5 minutes of the game can
Small
really
double
start
speaker.
to control
Try
the
गरेको यार
tempo.
टोपी
So now, ladies and gentlemen, the drafts has been done. We're jumping into Broken Walls for game
कुन म्याप हो यो ब्रोकन वल
of this grand
Broken Walls.
finals. Now we're gonna give it back to Leo.
Okay, let's go. It's a game 2 है त अब चाहिँ हान्छ है अल्ट्रिकले ढुक्क हो क्या भाइ ढुक्क अल्ट्रिकल
Adjustments coming in from these two teams going into game
फर्स्ट गेम
number
त
2.
साउन्ड छिटा आछ फेस क्याम हो साउन्ड छिटा आएर यसो गर्छ फेस क्यामको ओए हो टोपी चेक गर्दा एनिमी म्युजिक
Or will Aurora continue
त्यसो
to
नहुनु
push
पर्ने
forth?
हल्का फेस क्याम सानो गरिदिनु भने
कत्रो फेस क्याम
Here's my big problem coming from Aurora.
यसरी हेर्ने हामी ओबिएसको थ्रु
Coming from Aurora.
उतैबाट हेर्दिउँ
The
न
Sora right now, I think, was the winning piece of this draft in my mind. I think it's something that it's gotten overlooked in the last game, and right now coming in,
देखिन चस्मा हैन
it's
त
going to be something that can jump back,
तँलाई
right?
कुल हुन्छ चस्मा नलाएर निनोको युसँगै भाइ स्यानफोर्डको बाउ
Nice, bulky frontliner for Aurora Gaming PH.
Is the best way to win a draft from the red side using red 5 this well.
Come on, let's go, Alter Ego!
Go, go, go!
Alter Ego!
Go, go, go!
Alter Ego, go home!
With the Suyo, it seems to be the answer.
M2 पछि M7 मा 5 years पछि Alter Ego back to M series and
आउने
second.
बित्तिकै फाइनलमा आयो फेरि
He wins on the hero that has
हेल पान्दै डेमन गार्डले
year's world championships. Also,
Come on,
the reason
Arfi.
why this is such a comfortable Suyo
Wait,
game for
this is
Yasuke
bad
is
trade
there's
or
only
like
really one
this?
painful source of magic damage, and that's Yue. And this lineup, I'd say,
Wow.
is built to hunt down Yue.
ढुक्क इजी टडल हो निनोले केही बाँच्नु पर्यो है टडल अगाडिसम्म
And kick him right out of the skies.
Yeah, but getting the Grok and then getting the Leo more.
Nino, the goat, let's go! Yasuke तन्केर बसिरहेछ
For Alter Ego, and last game Yasuke also had a nice hunting hero.
वो झन्
पाएन
अलिकति
So
अलिकति
this time a
अलिकति
lot of it's going to come down to can he finally get past Aurora Gaming to those heroes.
तिनीहरुको होम ग्राउन्ड हो यार कहाँ जान्छ
धन्न फ्रेया ब्यान हाने दुईकोमा
You'll see that the Claude will try to push
फ्रेया त यस्तो क्रेजी हामीसित हान्नु पर्यो एसआरजी र टीएल लाई हराउने टिम
After a long time.
टोटल पाए भाइ टोटल पाए निनो अल्ट हानिन्छ क्यो
Gets completely zoned. This is a
स्यानफोर्ड हो क्या त्यो
Turtle 1 take for free for Alter
एडवर्ड लान के खायो एडवर्ड लान
who's still able to go for the CC immune just a bit now taking
Oh,
बाजार एडवर्ड
can't get quite
राम्रो चाहिँ प्राइस तर के छैन 0 for 0 टोटल बा अल्टर इगो
Suyo. It's so
निनोलाई
rarely
त्यहाँ
picked up
एडवर्डलाई हाने
teams
बल
go up
हुन्छ
against
मरे
him,
भए त ठिकै
which
छ
is
इन्भेट
not be prepared for it, but it seems
इन्भेट
like for Aurora
फेरि
Gaming,
याजु त्यसमा
they know
कति
how
इन्भेट
fast the Suyo can go,
गरिखेको
and that's why Yue, Edward, Domeng, they're playing it so safe.
But can they stop it from its speed? We're already seeing a first turtle
just
going to
reset
Alter Ego.
गरिदिन्छु म।
This might not be
ओए
the position of
लाइटले
Aurora
पायो?
Gaming
लाइटले
taking
पायो।
the super slow route
हेर्न
to
इन्भेटै
it,
गर्नु
but
दिएको छैन
somehow
लाइटले त
they do need to try to fight it out.
And I think that's
कस्तो झ्याउ
dictated
यस्तो
by
यस्तो
their
ओए हेर्न
counter. You
यस्तो
kinda
गरेर
wanna
लास्ट झ्याउ
slow
लाग्छ
ball,
यार
not as
ब्रक
fast as you would like a true assassin.
चारजना
but
आयो
with a
त
few
ब्याक
more,
त्यही
you
पनि
kinda
इन्भेट
wanna
हान्दैछ
get
है मलाई
the most
कसरी
out of
रोक्ने
that
यार
power
यस्तो
spike you get.
ओए
You
निनो
brute
मरे
force
निनो
it
मरे
यार नाइ यार
You kind of feel unstoppable.
नाइ
फर्स्किलान
ओए।
नाइस
Edward, I think
Let's
Nino
go.
knew that Yue was hiding in there.
Something was fishy about that.
बस यार
You
निनो
don't see it. That
मरे भने
means
अलिक
you
नराम्रो
see
हुन्थ्यो
it.
प्रेडिक्टेबल हुन्थ्यो यतिकै अल्ट हान्दै हान्दैन फार्छ भएर अल्ट हान्ने
Arfi looking for Hunter Strike or in a possible early
इजम
side.
भएपछि त्यही हो टोटल त इजी हुनुपर्ने हो इजी ठिकै छ
Yesterday as well.
एकछिनमा हेरौँ अलिकति ओए
ओए
फ्लिकर छ
फ्लिकर छ, फ्लिकर छ।
But it's a bit late now, has to burn.
एलेको पाली
So it's light with the flicker and
Oh,
also
ब्युटिफाई छ ठिकै छ ठिकै छ
Both teams really just
ओ त्यसले
messed
आरफीले
up
माथि गोल पायो
now. No big full commit
Let's go.
engages, but seeing what the other team is
ग्याङ
gonna
फेल
do.
सक्सेसफुली
Limit testing. And now
कस्तो झ्याउने
Arfi,
लाइट रेट्री
Ego de
ल
Oro
पाएन नि रेट्री
punches
हानेर
that
पनि
early.
त्यो निनोको आइटम होइन वारेक्स मात्रै छ
To
त्यो
ride that wave.
राम्रो यार वारेस राम्रो लाग्छ नि मलाई अहिले त राम्रो लाग्न थाल्यो
अरूले त मै हन्टर स्ट्राइक बनाउँछु
info for Demon Kai.
Like last tanky feel भइरहेछ के हन्टर स्ट्राइकमा ड्यामेज पुगिरहेछ जस्तो लागिरहेछ
So there was a quick gank up to the gold lane.
Oh,
I mean, either after this turtle or
Fuck.
maybe even give up the turtle and go.
Passive आयो
Trying to get onto these
First line,
stacks as soon as
first
possible.
लेनमा नि वाइल्ड पेल्न सक्छ के वारेको छैन
We'll see if that kind of rotation
Alter
will
Ego,
be
go, go,
in
go.
play for Alter Ego. But what is
Turtle
clear
start
is
by
the
Alter
second
Ego.
the turtle. Massive presence from El Familia here. Aurora
Edward.
on a contest.
Edward jumping.
Wait,
पकड्यो
this
मिट्टु
one
पकड्यो यार एडवार्डले
ओए हिजो में ओए डोमिङ आयो
Aurora
Retreat.
Gaming.
Fine.
Aurora Gaming.
Does find the kill, but
Oh
Demon
my
Aurora
god,
Gaming.
दुस्नो आन्दे
For Aurora
Yeah, well.
Gaming Philippines, Yue trying to go for stun onto RP now. 3
Pose get out, pose
the turtle taken by Aurora.
हिजो में
Aurora's draft, it being
कॉल
very
किन थिएन
ult
जवान
dependent and timing reliant.
Alter
They
Ego.
found the perfect timing. They
serious?
used every single ult that mattered to take down 3 members of AE and the second turtle too. That's
के हो एक घण्टामै गेम सकिन्छ के
problems I have with the Suzu.
फेरि अब अर्को सरप्राइज केटा अर्को स्लट
ओए 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 माथि माथि माथि
पिरवा छैन माथि हान
यसलाई मार
के गर्दैछ यार डोमिङले
Demon kind of getting the bottom
मर्दैन
lane.
यसलाई मार
मर्यो
Jungle and Edward takes two
किलिङ स्प्रे यार एडवार्ड
to pick up a killing spree.
सके सर सर
Giving Alter Ego the Alter
त्यसले भने
Ego treatment right now.
नाइस
Nice.
मर स्काई
मर
स्काई स्काई पे
नाइस आरपीले बचाउँछ जस्तो गेम
Something on the map, but Aurora get more value.
Good trade for the Northern Lights. An XP laner and a turret for a lone roamer. It's very rare that El Padre Nino gets told what to do. That's just not how it works. Even when they're losing, he's usually the one who wins the lane, who tries to gain back parts of the
Nino
map.
चाके हान्दा यार
That's a
0-2-0
non-starter.
छ
Aurora Gaming are dictating the pace, and how unfortunate is it that it's in that same side of the map that the final turtle will spawn.
Another big problem, Yasuke already taking this death, right? And even when Suyo was meta, it wasn't a hero that you wanted to die this early on. It wasn't a hero that you wanted to lose turtles on.
ब्याकग्राउन्डमा गन हो एक गन लजाएर यसो क्यामेरामा आउने माने
How
छैन
far back is Yasuke as of now?
We'll see in the items. We'll check in just a bit. It's the final.
ओए 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 म्याट तले भर्खर हेरिनस् के भने भाइ लाइटले कस्तो कम्बो हाने फिगर कम्बो
निनो डोमिङले मार
मर्यो मर्यो मर्यो
अब बाबाले निनो तर मर्छ रा निनो मर्यो
ब्याकअपै छैन के सियोले के गर्नै सक्दैन कि यस्तो कम्पमा सियो लिएर यस्तो कम्पमा के गर्नै सक्दैन म्या
लियोमर ट्राई गर्नुपर्छ जस्तो है फर्स्ट पिक जुक्सिन भन्दा लियोमर ट्राई गर्नुपर्छ नि यार याजुकीले
लियोमर फर्स्ट पिकेबल त होइन हो
किनकि फाड्छ र जुक्सिन डिटो ओपन छ मलाई मेजमा
For a turtle, the map doesn't check out.
मर्यो यार हिजोमे मर्यो
ओ माय गॉड एडवर्ड ए
आरपी नै मर्यो
ए ओ ई आया दुखे यार हान ल ल कस्तो ढोका
लाइट
फक यार M7 विनर यार एडवर्ड
चुपे
ल यार ओए जित्छ यार अरोराले यार फक यार 4-0
लाइटले कस्तो बजायो यार
लाइटले बवाले खेलाएछ के भाइ त
कस्तो बजाइदियो यार लाइटले
ओ न यार अल्टरेको होम ग्राउन्डमा सक्छ यार म्यान जित यार फर्स्ट एभर इन्टरनेसन
जहिले चोकर्स भन्छ सब देखाइरहेछ अल्टरे
Phantom Steed just to get there. Yep. So again, the map awareness and communication.
Light man. ओए खतरा खेल्यो लाइट
Yesterday, last night.
तिमी गोलले जहिले एक्सपी मात्रै हो रहेछ गोलको त त्यति धेरै छैन हो
SRK and Liquid.
1000 को गोल
Play this way.
Nope, they did not. And the mechanical
आरपीले को सी त सिजले त्यति लेभलमा फार्म मिलाएर हाल्छ
canceled out the time from Nino, which would have
आरपीले फ्रीज बनाउँछ अहिले
kill.
You know, at this point, we just saw the gold spread. Overall, the 2,000 gold lead is pretty divided between 5 members of Aurora Gaming.
Aurora Philippines, the M7 champion, Edward 2 times winner हुन्छ अनि ओए
It's going to be tough for them.
मरे हिजोमे
कस्तो पोनी छ नि र
निनो पनि अल्को फ्री लर्ड रेड नै हाने
यिनीहरू पक्कै त्यो फ्लिकरको टाइम याद गर्छ होला क्या नाम चाहिँ
And that game 4 where it seemed like
त्यसको फ्लिकर आउनु 20 सेकेन्ड जति बाइक थियो अनि त्यही हान्दिहाल्छ
of Alter Ego's lineup. They attacked Ijume, denied him the game.
के यार वान साइड खाएर नि
it's all the more evident. The Zushin's
It's a
short
grand
to
final thing,
mid-range
yeah,
utility isn't accessible at this time. Lord for free.
You know, looking at the back at the draft.
Oh, Yazuki. More Yazuki, bhai.
Jason kills him.
Edward on a tanky Sora still.
Edward the goat. Proof हान्ने चाहिँ Edward ले.
I think he could 1v1 just about anybody on Alter Ego Esports right now.
कस्तो बल खेल्दै छ Edward ले.
I've never seen Edward this driven. He plays the same game as he did with the Lapu-Lapu 6-1 and 4.
Light ले बवाल हान्छ क्या.
ओइ लाइट ले हान्यो, ओइ लाइट ले हान्यो.
Oh my god light.
ओइ एडवर्ड ले पनि हान्यो, रोनमतीको छोरो.
Edward मरे. कस्तो हाने लाइट ले.
मलाई कतिले हेर्न मुला कस्तो देख्नु बित्तिकै हान्दिहाल्यो.
कहाँ बसेर हानेको त्यो लाइट.
देख्नु बित्तिकै हान्दिहाल्यो के त्यसले.
No matter what team Light plays for, RSG, TNC, Warcaster Force, Bigitron, XBT. And now Aurora, he's the same high IQ player, finds that massive tech charge. Holy Shield up top pop. Alter Ego looking to protect the real estate. Bottom lane is going to pop as well. 5k up Aurora Gaming.
1700 gold side action.
You know what I was saying was
गोलमा हैन 400 मात्रै छ के हजुर. हारे मान्दैन हार्सिनु.
Worth giving over the Grok and the Leomord.
Best of 5 चाहिँ गाइस बेस्ट अफ 7 अलि चान्स.
You take the Leomord, you give over the Jushin and the
4 गेम हो जिन्नु 4 गेम भने कम लाग्यो तँलाई.
Alter Ego. Not just in the game.
अहिले हेर्न 1 घण्टा सकिन्छ.
4 गेम पो त केडा हो. 2 गेम हालेर केही नि हुँदैन कि Alter Ego.
गो. मलाई भन्नु नि मन लाग्दैन हो. निनो अलेक्सले चाउ नदे के कस्तो यार.
एलेक्सले चाउलेर पर्फर्म.
चाउ गेम नै हैन के अहिले चाउ खेल्दै नखेल के कसम भनेको यार. यतिकै अल कार्ड दिइहाल्छ.
बुझ्ने 13 चाउ पनि त्यस्तै थियो यो नआवा थियो अझै.
चाउ खेल्ने हैन के केडा हो. चाउ
जुत्ता बेचे कन्सिल बनायो त्यहाँ अब के गर्छ अरे.
प्ले कस्तो प्ले हान्छ हेर्नु. कसले चाहिँ पकड्छ भन्न भाइ यार. एडवर्डले पकड्न सक्दैन. और दुईटाको प्युरिफाई हुन्छ.
एलेक्सले हिजोको चाहिँ फ्रेयर नै छैन के तर.
यसले क्लड खेल्नुपर्छ होला. क्लड खेल्यो है एकदम सर.
Half a minute till the Lord spawns upper quarter. Alter Ego Esports can
यताबाट 2 times world champion Edward, Demon Kaireको सक फर्स्ट टाइम M series.
फिलिपिन्स लक नि क्या लक छ क्या यसपालि पनि आएर M series.
भाइ हामी नै जानु पर्ने हो के.
वाइल्ड कार्ड जित्यो पहिले सुरु भयो.
हामी नै जानु पर्ने भयो कि कस्तै हाम्रो भाइहरूले कस्तो खेले स्लट खोल्दै गर्ने नेपाल.
यो निनालाई मैले भनेको क्या मुला
के भन्यो
सीसी खेल ड्यामेज खेल भनेर भनेको क्या मैले. मान्दैन जङ खेल्नु छ स्यान्डफोर्ड भन्ने त सबलाई.
भाइ हामी नै जानुपर्छ के भाइ. हाम्रो भाइले कुरा खाइसक्यो कि कस्तो स्लट दिएन है एमएल. ए मरे के जाठा म्याच हाले.
Lord's gonna spawn in about 20.
Come on यार Alter Ego चार्जेर खाइस भने कस्तो म Alter Ego को त म जिन्दगी सपोर्ट गर्दिन. गरेछ त अहिले सपोर्ट.
He's on the back foot. How does this national champion throw back his days in Bali 2022, the prime of his career? How do they close the 7,000 gold gap? Not inside the base, I'll tell you.
बियोडी बनाउँदै छ है आरपीले.
Already a winner crowned for Domain Kite at this.
आरपीले जे बनायो नि लाइटले हेर्न कस्तो च्याप्छ मलाई. लाइटले यस्तो गोटेड रोम खेलिरहेछ मलाई मन पर्यो यसको रोम.
जेपी हल्का भएन के गेम प्ले मेकिङहरु खेल्दैन. त्यही भएर झगडा छ रोममा प्ले मेकिङहरु नहुने.
Say goodbye. Bottom lane, and mid seems to be the point of contention. The defense, feathered airstrike by Yue.
लाई भने नि गोसले म चल्किन सक्दिन कोच हुनु.
The Crimson Beacon out from Hijime.
दुईटा इनिम गयो यार. अब मिड कन जान्छ होला.
He flinched. Two base turrets on the sides. That is the worst.
यारलाई एसएजीले हराछ मलाई कम्पिटिसन दिनु पर्ने.
बरु हिजै फाइनल भयो हिजै फेरि जित्यो होला आज भयो हैन.
That combo brother is too much. I'm
Light
for rock. And there's the Farsa start.
फ्लिकर आने गरे न वाल आने बित्तिकै हम.
Third and mid, about to go down.
लाइट लेन न म.
Tech charge. Now Hijime taking low. They're still here to go for it. Nino with the fears down the pressure fight, but he won't be able
लाइटलाई हेर्नु कस्तो हान्दैछ क्या यो भानुले कस्तो बल एडवर्ड मार त्यसलाई
कसरी बाँचिरहेको छ क्या एडवर्ड निनो बाज
सक्यो गेम सक्यो
सकिँदैन हौ सकिँदैन सकिँदैन क्या भाइ हेर्न त सकिँदैन क्या भाइ हेर्न त सकिँदैन क्या
चुप्ला
सकिँदैन क्या भाइ सकिँदैन क्या भाइ सकिँदैन
यो लुफी जेन थ्याङ्क यू फर 3 months मेम्बरशिप ब्रो Oh my god, 5 gifted, thank you. Thank you. 5 gifted केटा कोकोले मेम्बरशिप पा ओ एनिमी म्युजिक नेपाली पनि पाएछ नि त मेम्बरशिप है सबले लुफी जेना थ्याङ्क यू भन्नु च्याटमा डबल मेम्बरशिप डबल सबैजना थ्याङ्क यू भन्दै होला एनिमी म्युजिक नेपाली पनि पाएछ नि मेम्बरशिप
You saw his soul almost leave his
मेरो
body.
मोडले मेम्बरशिप पाएछ
Going right back. He's like, no, I ain't dying here. Not today.
He was burning. There was a little bit of a sting there from Hijime, but he refused to go down. The map is going to correct itself.
विनर नेचर बनाएर आज
भाइ यो गेम अल्टरी गर्ने के कमै खाने नि त नाङ्गे नाच्छ
नाच्दैन है नाङ्गे
हो नाङ्गे नाच्दिने हो
यसो नि त अल्टरीकोले कमब्याक हाने म नाच्छु हानेन चाहिँ तिमीले नाच्नु पर्यो नि त हुन्छ
कमै खानेन नि त बाटो हुनु खोज्छ
It can't just be Nino because Nino, he can bait out the Purifier, but then what? Right? He needs someone else to follow up on.
Light the goat.
It was the goat.
एलेक के गर्दैछ एलेक कन्चिल हाल्ने त्यसले
ए त स्पोइल हाने जाडा ओइ लाइट लो
लाइट लो अघि लो
लाइट
कमब्याक हाने क्या
ओइ एडवर्ड द गोट ए देखिस् नि भाइ एडवर्ड किन नम्बर 1 एक्सप्लेनर हो त सुन्नु पर्यो स्याम फर द मन पर्छ के
केटा जिजी ल नाचे नागे
0-4-300 हो याजुकी यार के गर
सम्झाइ नालाई
अइ नर्मल पिक गर्ने
सम्झाइ नालाई सम्झाइ
1.1 billion.
Blinded by the Northern Lights surgical precision and the seemingly
डिमान्ड के हैन अझै बाँकी छ कम डाउन केडा हो
alter ego signature aggression.
ओइ यार कलन्स पनि आउँछ रे
अब अर्को उत्या हुन्छ के गरिरहेछ से निनो
लाइट द गोट MVP यो गेम को लाइट होला के एडवर्ड हो
यो गेम एडवर्ड होला एडवर्ड
यो चाहिँ को होइन बॉयज हो त यो
सब होला
एडवर्ड गोड हो नि त चाहिँ बुढा हो स्यान्डर गर्ने एडवर्ड गोड हो The light called हेर त
त्यो चाउको के गर्ने
एडवर्डले
नखेल के ड्राफ्ट नगर्ने यार चाउ जबरजस्ती चाउ ड्राफ्ट गर्नु परेछ यार
डिपेन्ड मगर थ्याङ्क यू फर 200 रुपैयाँ 2 रुपैयाँ गेम खेलाएर पानी आएको अहिले नखेल्ने नि यार आज हेर्ने मात्रै हो गाइस
यो दुईटै टिम जोतको छ क्या त्यही भएर फाइनल हेर्न मजा आएन क्या
त जान त्यसै कति हल्ला गरेर
फाइनल कसरी पुग्यो यिनीहरू
You can't go through them. You can't go through life.
Alter ego cornerहरू.
You want to go to the back line, but this two won't let that happen.
Let me tell you something.
Watching all
I'm
these,
so impressed with
85 game.
Their defense is insane.
Got a game
Their man-to-man defense.
Depression
to a lot of the moments, light, and as well as you've mentioned before.
Draft को बारे में discuss
absolutely won't let anything get past them. These engages have been ridiculous. The tectonic
light
as
beast.
well. But I think the biggest flaw that we saw throughout this game was the way that they were trying to bait out resources, specifically from Huge.
I think it's also evident that the first turtle is the priority for both of our teams. We mentioned before the actual series started that this might be a game where it might go long, but it will only have like short games in it. Like it could be a 4-2 game, a 4-2 series. but the games will be short. It's so snowbally, and it's because of the draft. You can see that Aurora have been drafting to focus on their laning stage into the first turtle fight. And so far, with the first 2 games that we've seen, that has been the priority, and they were successful in accomplishing that.
Yeah, take a bit what Mirko said is that Alter Ego, they want to play their identity, but it keeps getting banned out, right? So this is where really Alter Ego needs to
How are
start
the
going
good balling
in deep.
for you?
And it's also good that Aurora,
Basically,
being
it's
on
balling
second
die.
pick, being on red side, they were able to get winning matchups, right? Get their mid trio first, and then see what's available. Pick up the Claude, and it eventually does pick up the Sora. And again, M7, the laning phase, man, is absolutely important. But for now, we're gonna be looking at the MVP of the game, and looks like it's Mr. Consistent. It's Edward on that Sora, man.
MVP the GOAT.
No doubt about it. I think everybody can see if it was not going to be Mr. Consistent, it was going
Damage
to be
playing out of
Dab.
grand finals, huge engagements. But the best part about him is the fact that he's purely abusing the
एडवर्ड वाला कस्तो मोडे थियो नि याद छ त M3 मा
max HP.
यता गेमै खेलिन्छ
काइरी
यस्तो मोडो थियो यो मान्छे अलि यस्तो अलि शेपमा छ हौ
Liquid Stampede into their draft.
मलाई यस्तो पहिला फुट होइन एडवर्डको यस्तो मोडे मजा थियो
Of that Stampede. I think we saw Edward just play this Sora with the high octane kind of gameplay where he's not stopping making the play. I think that really fits that kind, like this hero fits that kind of playstyle because of low cooldown ultimates, low cooldown skills. You can swap between your forms, and if you have the proper targets, you can actually eliminate them. You're gonna see that through the highlights. His target acquisition coming up from Edward is stellar.
It's so very good, and with the addition, I like to cover the other angles that he can't. His engagements have been absolutely nasty, and this is one of the few times, right? So many people have been saying on the internet, hey, when is
Jam क्या jam जुत्नु पर्यो क्या यिनीहरूले जुत्ने हिरो लिनु पर्यो यार यिनीहरूले पिकअप लिने हिरो खेल्ने हो नि यिनीहरूले
ओइ तँले थाहा छ टिकटक गरे हैन तर डायमन्ड बस्छ नि
के डायमन्ड
गेम टिकटक गरे त M7 हेरेछ नि आधी घण्टा हेरे नि कति डायमन्ड बस्छ टिकटक खोले हेरे बिगिसन त 10 टाइमको लागि
टिकटक प्रमोसन हो क्या
an MVP-esque performance might be one of the best plays that we've seen all throughout the finals.
I gotta say, Gideon, like, as cool as junglers and goal laners are,
They 1.7 million, right?
These kind of games are the reason why I play Rome. These are the kind of games I play EXP because, dude, it's just so cool.
So much fun.
It feels good that the meta is also highlighting every different aspect of these roles. For us, at the very end, in our own individual roles, this is cool to watch. Rora, with their 20-5 kill score, something needs to change. And I think that EE need to recognize that they can't just simply fight for the sake of fighting against Rora. The response times are just too good.
Yeah. You can see that Aurora has good mastery of this kind of playstyle where they are good at utility junglers, and then they're also good at hybrid junglers. Like, decent shit, that's Leomord as well as the Suyo. If Suyo eventually, I don't know if Rora will eventually play that hero, but that is like the hybrid. It's not an assassin, it's not a utility.
Yeah.
They're like,
it's not necessarily going to the back lines. It's really about accelerating your team.
Exactly.
And then when it really needs you, you go for those neutral objectives.
That's something. You can maybe say that Alpha is considered to be part of that, but it's not there. Before M7, only Yi Sun-shin can play that kind of role, the third type of jungler. But
Alter Ego
fighter emblem, because of the new archetypes we have, the Chastise Waldron, maybe this is where we can see that heroes like that can be available. That's why we can expect this Leomord to be a hero that the
they
will try to get it taken from each other.
Honestly, that's why I'm a little bit sad that it's only Leomord that's viable as a fighter in the jungle. You know, like, yes, we got hybrids like the Yi Sun-shin, but not gonna lie, I kind of miss the days of Martis in the jungle.
I was scared to take a breath.
I might even take a Balman because that dunk into taking those objectives is pretty cool. I really hope, like, for the future tournaments, we see a little bit more variation when it comes to the fighters. I kind of feel like when it comes to the assassins as well as the tanks, we kind of have a staple already.
Where can we put Guinevere in that kind of category?
I'm okay to put Guinevere if it's like a damage kind of thing. Like, she can set, but I want to see a different type of Guinevere where she kind of go in and she can, like, in a way, like, assassinate, if you get what I mean.
I totally get what you mean, but it's tough because, again, Guinevere, what's really making her good is the fact that her kit allows her to kind of get in and out of the pit.
यो रिने भने नि खतै हाल्थ्यो
But if you miss
अल्टर
your abilities, you miss your magic thumb, you're kind of dead in
Ole?
the water, right? That's the big issue with her. And none of her builds
Alter
really
Ego,
accelerated other than tank.
रिने भने थियो अनि पछिबाट अनि यो याजुके हाल्यो नि त दुईटै फेरि एमडिएल देखियो हो के
I saw the revamp.
Is it cool?
खतरा हुन्छ
It's
एमडिएल को
very
प्लेयरहरु
cool
पनि
because you can tell what kind of skin he's gonna get.
Okay.
Like if you see it, you think
alright.
of swordsmen, you think of demons,
Swordsman and demon.
you think of slayers or hunters as well.
So
Just trust. If I show you the new ult,
a ninja from Naruto.
no.
Brock
no.
Lesnar.
If you see the ult, you're like, okay, you know what? I already know what skin this
Sandy
guy.
from SpongeBob.
No.
Oh no.
Nice try.
I'm trying to think of the Japanese name. Kimenetsu no Yaiba.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
there you
the
go.
one.
There you
That
go.
is the one.
Just trust. New Aulus low-key looks pretty cool.
I'll wait for it to come out because again, Aulus is
खै
just one
पढ
of
न
those
कमेन्ट
heroes that
समेन्ट
you're
पढ
like, oh
के
my
फोन
goodness,
चलाएर
I
तिमी लाइभ स्ट्रिम अनि
committed myself to 20 minutes of the game.
No. This one is gonna be early game because you know the ult like that straight thing.
Straight up काम थियो मेरो भाइ बुझ्नुस् त
Benedetta ult.
No. It's kind of like
So you.
yeah, kind of like a Suyo.
अर्को
but
गेम
you
कहिले
just
सुरु
do
हुन्छ खै अनाउन्समेन्ट केही छैन
So you can tell like okay, I kind of know
खै
what
केटा
kind of
के यस्तै
skin
आजकलको
this
पारा
guy's gonna get.
That's pretty sick.
It's kind of like a sword now.
L stream sorry guys
That time does actually come.
Because this is like younger Aulus.
L watch
Yeah,
party
so that's the revamp.
मासरा
From
झ्यामा
old
अरे
Aulus
त
now to
झ्यामा हो
his younger days.
च्याप्पै भयो केटा हो
Old Aulus, you gotta make this young now.
नफाटेको
He's running the business. So
कहाँ झ्यापमा हुने त्यस्तो केही खान्न केटा हो होइन त्यस्तो खानु पनि हुन्न
That is Gen Alpha.
Alter Ego go
podcast, bro.
yeah, we do, but you know,
त किन त्यहाँ बसेर कराएर यता आइज
most of our talents are 19. Like the year starts of 19, right?
I'm not gonna dox him. I'm not gonna
केटाहरु
dox him.
गाँजा खाएर आएको
A little bit to discuss
खत
here,
के भन्छ केटा हो
specifically when it comes down to AE trying to figure out
गाँजा चाहिँ कहिले हान्छ
neutral
के हो राति भइसक्यो त
I
यार
think a couple of adjustments that could be good, it could be bad, really just depends.
नेपाललाई स्लट छैन नेपाल स्लट छैन 1 घण्टा 2 घण्टाको स्ट्रिम हुन्छ कि टक्क लाएर ठक्क सक्छ
Early game. I just think that
फेरि आएर
a
खाजा
lot of
गरेर
these are coming out kind of for free, right? The smoke and mirrors is really making them tear
खै
up.
केटा हो के हो यार यत्रो यस्तो त नहुनु पर्ने थियो यार के भइरहेछ यार अल्टर इगो
If they eventually get back to the blue side, remember they banned the Khalid as their
आज नाइट आउट होइन यिनीहरूलाई घर पठाइन्छ यसपछि म
different. However, the only problem with that
त
is
घर
that
चाहिँ यो
the
सक्ने
will
बित्तिकै
definitely be banned by the side of Aurora if the Grak is banned. But I think that you'd rather
गेम्सको टक हान न गेम्सको टक हान्ने हो
someone like to
त्यो गेमको टक के हैन एलेकलाई चौकिने दिएर है तँले भनिनस् भने यार
मैले भनेको क्या अलिकलाई गाटो खेल भनेर मान्दैन यावी भन्नु
That
छ
one big set, and then you're like,
अब नेक्स्ट गेम खेल्छु त्यसले हाइलेसको गाटोको मैले कुरा गर्छु
right? So one thing that I do want to see is some kind of play for
अनि याजुकीले सुरुमै मैले त्यसलाई लियो मोड उठा
quite
भन्छु
well here in the M7, where first of all,
एलेकले गुनी भए राम्रो खेलेको थियो ग्रक नि राम्रो खेलेको थियो
he can deal with it himself.
गाटो
And then during a fight, you're not thinking
अब
about it, but then all of a sudden he's
अर्को
there
गेम
in
यिनीहरूले
his
फिक्स त गर्छ
ranking shop. So I
सेफ
kind
प्ले
of
नै
feel
खेल्छ
like
यो धेरै
we
यिनीहरूको
gotta need
चढको
something like Freya-esque, where he doesn't need help. In
मास्टरहरूलाई
fact,
बल्ल
he'll
थाहा
help
भएछ
someone.
राति भएको च्यापमै छ
I was thinking about this a lot.
अघिसम्म राति भएको थिएन क्या बल्ल राति भयो क्या
This lane, I would make an argument for Benedetta, but I don't think her base numbers coming out of the mid game, especially once you're past level 8, is going to be enough to kind of keep it up. Because right, at the end of the day,
एलेक वान ट्रिक एलेकले क्लड कस्तो अनि यिनीहरू मोमेन्टममा आउनु पर्यो क्या हिजो जस्तै
to master assassin.
मोमेन्टम इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट
थर्ड गेम त हान्नै पर्छ थर्ड गेम नै हारेन भने त रिभर्सिपको त आस मार्दै हुन्छ केटा
ओ ग्रेटेस्ट रिभर्सिप अफ एम सिरिज हिस्ट्री रे 3-0
अहिलेसम्म त्यस्तो भएको छैन यार
बस निकै त किलेन एम्बापेको भूत आइदिरहेको क्या अहिले त्यस्तै डायलग दिइरहेको क्या वी आर 2 गेम्स डाउन
म्याजिक जस्ट गोगोको इन्टरभ्यू आउँछ है विनरको
How hard is it?
वी आर 2 गेम्स डाउन बट इट्स फाइन ए यसमा के पो भन्छ
विनरले दिन्छ
एम्बापे
कि मोटिभेसन त्यो अब
एम्बापेले के पो भनेको थियो अरे हाफ टाइममा 2 गोल खायो
Imagine playing in Uranus.
फेरि सेफ डिसिप्लिन गेमिङमा पिएसले देखाइहाल्छ
So exciting.
त्यस्तो हो कि यिनीहरूको लाइक जसले जसको प्लेस टाइममा एड्याप्ट गर्नु खोज्यो लाइक हुन्छ नि जसको प्लेस टाइममा खेल्नु खोज्यो त्यही हार्छ क्या अहिले यिनीहरू अरोराको पेसमा खेल्दैछ अलरेडी आफ्नो पेसमा खेलाउनु पऱ्यो कि अरोरालाई
So right now we're throwing it over to the stage to see what's up with that.
गेमको टेम्पो सेट गर्नु पऱ्यो कि अलरेडी गर्नु टक्क लाएर अनि तिनीहरूको हात
के इन्टरभ्यू हो अब
Thank you very much to our casters.
Oi, match just go winner.
Continue the quest of
Match just go winner आयो.
M7 champion. We have
इन्टरभ्यूमा के कुन सिनर्जी खेलिसक्यो
Magic Chess Go champions. A round of applause, our newly crowned champion.
Hello guys, congratulations. May you please introduce yourself to the world.
लास्ट इयर पनि ब्रुस क्यास रोमर एमपिएल आइडीबाट फिर्ता आएपछि जितेको थिएँ यो पालि लाइट लाइट त पहिले थियो अरोरामा थिएन र पहिला सिजनदेखि नै
हैन
कुन डे भन्छ लाइट अनि यो
रेनेजेमा थियो हैन पहिला
यो नगरी कहाँ थियो
बीटीआर एक्स बीटीआर
ए बीटीआर मा थियो लाइट
Yes, now Floxy, congratulations on winning the GO1 World Championship. Tell us about it. How are you? How did you prepare?
म्याचेस नि मजा आउँछ खेल्न फेरि खेल्नु पर्छ जस्तो के सिनर्जी आइसक्यो नयाँ नयाँ nobody give a fuck about Magic Chess. Magic Chess का we give a fuck about Magic Chess. Okay, Magic Chess final हेर्दै बसिरहेको थियौँ
साउथ एसियाले स्लट पाएको छैन गाइज पाएको छैन रिभिल भएको छैन तर मोस्ट प्रोबेबली पाउँदैन होला साउथ एसियाले
So basically I was preparing by playing tournaments in my region in the ACA. I participated in many of them just to train myself to analyze my gameplay and
Aurora alter ego के अहिले के डिस्कसन चलिरहेको छ नि
challenges. I would like
in
to
a normal
mention that the
film,
flight here took me a lot of time.
Oh wow, and I'm pretty sure being a
फर्स्ट गेममा के खेले त
easy. You have to go through
फर्स्ट गेममा अलि अडा ड्राफ्ट थियो यसलाई पक्रिएको
फर्स्ट गेममा नोलन
फर्स्ट गेममा अर नोलन हैन
नोलन फोबियस
यो गेम कति मिनेटमा सकिएन र यो गेम कति 15 मिनेटमै पकाइदिएछ यिनीहरूले ब्यानहरुमै के गरे सुरुमा फ्यानी हिल्डा र फ्रेया राम्रो ब्यान गरे यार अरू र प्रिपेयर भएर आइसक्यो यार अल्टर गर्ने प्रिपेयर हुनु पर्यो
just went earlier,
अर्को
right?
ड्राफ्ट
They pick up the Nolan instead. So again, this is alter ego saying like, deal with it. Interesting. Am I wrong?
त्यो फ्यानी हिल्दा फ्रेया तिनटै ब्यान यिनीहरूको त पुरै प्रिपेयर भएर आएको चाहिँ भाइ हेर्न होला सुरुमा हामी यही तिनटा ब्यान गर्ने पर्दैन यताबाट नि त्यही तिनटै ब्यान त छ तर
खालिद किन ब्यान हुँदैछ हौ
लाइटको खालिद रेस्पेक्ट गरेर
खालिद ब्यान नेभर हुँदै होइन क्या मलाई
लाइट अगाडि यिनीहरूले यही सेम ड्राफ्टै भइरहेछ तर कस्तो यिनीहरूले चेन्ज गर्नु पर्यो कि ड्राफ्ट यो भएन कि अलिकति
फर्स्ट गेम फ्रेडिन दिएको त कुटाइ हाल्यो
फ्रेडिन ब्यान ओ लाइटले पाएछ नि एमपी सुरुमा
And look at this, the MVP by Realme, our official gaming
अरे
phone.
फर्स्ट गेम के हो
ओभरअल एमभीपी लाइटले पाउँछ क्या
100% win against SRG when they go for
Edward.
utility jungle.
अरे ग्रक खोलेर फ्रेडिन ब्यान हाने अनि पछि एउटा अनि
यो होइन खालिद ब्यान हान्नु रहेछ त यार खालिद त के हो यार
That was able to beat Team Liquid Philippines.
Gonna be a rock in my world in just a little bit.
अति रहेछ यार होइन फर्स्ट गेम यहाँबाट यिनीहरू फेड्रिन ब्यान गर्यो अनि के अरे फेड्रिन फर्स्ट गेम फेड्रिन खोल्दै थियो होइन अनि फेड्रिन लियो फेड्रिन ब्यान ग्रक ब्यान थियो अनि फेरि ग्रक लियो
होइन ग्रक र लियो मोड लियो अनि थर्ड पिकमा फार्सा लियो क्या कस्तो राम्रो हो यहाँ चाहिँ जङ्गरको चौकी लियो जुक्सिनको सट्टा यता यिनीहरूले लियो मोड लिनु पर्थ्यो क्या अनि लियो मोड लिएर यता जुक्सिनकै फार्सामा एउटा लिन्थ्यो अनि फेरि मेज लिनु मिल्थ्यो नि
मलाई यिनीहरू के लाग्छ फेड्रिन ग्रक र बाक्से ब्यान हान्दै यार कसममा अलरेडीको मेरो फेड्रिन ग्रक र बाक्सिया म्यान यही यिनीहरूको ब्यान चाहिँ एउटै हुन्छ मलाई थाहा छ फेड्रिन ग्रक बाक्सिया मेरो तिनवटा ब्यान मलाई नेक्स्ट अलरेडीकोबाट देखिसकेँ मैले
Thank you very much, and once again,
डिमन काइको भनेपछि मिनेट छ फेड्रिनमा त्यही फेड्रिन बाक्सिया र ग्रक ब्यानमा
But right now we are going to be throwing it over to the stage with Eterna, with
Red Bull
Eterna
खाँदैछ
and
लाइट
Let's see what you guys have in store for us.
ड्राफ्टिङ
Thank you so much, Rose. Thank
ए
you so much.
के हो के यो यार
Eterna here with Nona.
ड्राफ्ट कहिले सुरु हुन्छ है
We have Nona up on stage. Yeah, hi guys, welcome. Hello. Hi. We're so excited.
Yeah, it's so nice to have them here on
I like
stage.
Chow is
I'm
that's
so
why they
glad
keep
that
giving
they're
Chow
finally standing beside
Hello,
Nona
guys.
here.
So being said,
Chauma
do you
hijo
mind
नि खासै
introducing
राम्रै
yourselves
गरेको
once
थिएन यार
more for the MLBB community that's watching right now?
Hi everyone, we are Nona.
That's so cute. Could we ask them individually though, especially for our global audience out there? Starting with you.
काइरीको लाइफमा जाउँ न अरे
Hi everyone, I'm
काइरीको
Nona
लाइफमा चाहिँ के गर्ने गाइस
Hi, Nona Christy.
काइरीको भ्युज कति रहेछ हेरौँ न एकचोटि
Hi, Nona Esther.
Hi everyone, I'm Nona Baila.
Hello, Nona Baila.
3000
Hi everyone, I'm Nona Shaz.
Hello, Nona Shaz.
Okay, so that's all 4 of them right now, but I might just want to talk to someone specific among you guys. So I'm looking at you, Christy. You're right beside me here. I have a couple questions for you because I heard that you've been playing Mobile Legends for a long time. Could you tell us how long you've been playing Mobile Legends?
Okay, I've been
यो
playing
डिजे भाइ किन छ काइरीको लाइफमा
10
टेक्स हान्दैछ
years?
म काइरीको अटेन्सन चाहिएको छ
for
त्यसलाई
fun. Yeah, but yeah, maybe next season.
इन्डोले भिडियो भ्युज बढाउन के दिएको छ यार खै एकछिन ब्ल्याक पिङ्कै आएस लाग्दिन्छ
They might want to play. Yeah. They want to compete on stage. They might be the ones on these shows.
दाइ मासुरा दाइलाई के होमवर्क गर्दैछु भनिदिनु अरे
We're excited to
ए
see
होमवर्क
that.
गर्दैछ अरे प्रणिलले
For 10 years. And
प्रणिलले होमवर्क गर्दैछ अरे
do you usually play?
खो थाहा भएन
I love
के
playing.
हो होमवर्क गर नि त के म चिन्दैन
होमवर्क गर्दैछ अरे
मजाले गरे होमवर्क भने गर्नुपर्छ
Esmeralda. Okay. So, you know, for all the Esmeralda mains
Jenny,
out there,
Jenny,
you're not alone,
Jenny,
'cause it looks
Jenny.
like Christy also plays that hero. Now, Nona, you're here up on stage here at M7, and we're in the grand finals right
Nona
now. So
from
we have
88
two
Rising रे
competitive teams that are
को
fighting
तिमी
for
चिन्छौ
that
यिनीहरूलाई
World Championship title. We have
कसले
the team from
यो
the
मेरो
Philippines,
एक्सएक्स
which is
बिजी
Aurora
ड्रागन
Gaming
भने चाहिँ
from
एकदम
PH.
केपअपको फ्यान हो कि केपअप भन्न नि यस्तो यस्तो केपअपको अब यस्तो म्युजिकमा
Now,
आउनु
do you mind
उसले
sharing
नर्मली
us one
सबलाई
by one
चिनिरहन्छ
who you guys are
केपअपबाट हो
केपअपबाट
Okay, sure.
कुन भाषा बोलाइछ
Together?
इङ्ग्लिस
कस्तो अलिकति कस्तो इङ्ग्लिस छ
This is a competition indeed. We know that everyone works so hard.
Nona
So
from
we
Nona
support
from
both.
88 Rising रे
Anyone who
88 Rising
wins
अनि के
this
रहेछ
competition deserves it. But we watched the tournament last night and we saw Alter Ego winning. So as fellow Indonesian, we were so proud.
Oh, Alter
यिनीहरू
Ego
त्यो
has their
ECA देखि हो
vote.
यस्तो
So do you have a message maybe that you want to share to Alter Ego? You want to share a message,
नो
Esther?
नो
For Alter Ego,
88 राइजिङलाई कति पछि देखेँ यार
we're so excited and we can't wait to watch
खै यार ड्राफ्ट गेम चाहिँ गेम भन्दा नि अरू यस्तो यस्तो यस्तै धेरै टाइम खान्छ जस्तो लागेको छ भने गेम त अहिलेसम्म कति हो र आधी घन्टा गेम भयो होला अहिलेसम्म
Going back to you guys as a group, I'm just curious to know if you could share a bit of
नो 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 प्लेयरहरू आयो केटा प्लेयरहरू आयो पछाडि हेरेँ लाइटलाई चिनिसकेँ मैले
Well, we just dropped a single recently called
नो
Work.
नो 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 नो
Yeah,
नो
Jakarta to LA. We brought a
88 Rising is Asian hip hop music promoting Asian hip hop and pop रे हो
and we're very excited to be performing
Asian
in
त्यही
front
त्यो
of
Asian
our
नै छ
Indonesian audience here in our home country. So, yes. Thank you for
उयो
supporting.
थर्डको चाहिँ हल्का उता वेस्टर्न रहेछ देखिरहेको थिएँ
Exciting. So are you going to be performing that
कति
song
भयो
tonight
स्कोर
as well?
माथि टप लेफ्टमा हेर नि केटा स्कोर त्यही छ
Let's see. All right, and finally, no.
एमपिएल आइडीमा नि यस्तै गर्छ फाइनल्समा यिनीहरूले
There's even a watch party outside anticipating.
अब गेम सुरु हुन्छ गाइस एकैछिन
So do you guys have a message that you want to share to all your fans out there?
We love you so much, Orchids. Thank you so much. We love you.
क्राउड
I feel like I was converted into an orchid just
यहाँ पछाडि सबै खानेकुराको स्टल राख्यो होला अनि स्टलमा लिँदै अनि खाँदै
Jangan kemana-mana setelah game yang ketiga.
बाहिर बस्नु रमाइलो छ
Hari ini
राति
di tenis indoor
चिल
Senayan
हुन्छ
akan ada special performance yang akan dibawakan oleh Nona. Jadi for every viewer out there, whether you're watching in the venue or back at home, don't go anywhere after game number 3 because there is going to be a special, amazing performance exclusive for you guys by Nona later on. That's right. And thank you so much for joining us here on today's show. It's been a pleasure to be able, been an honor, exchange some questions with
Jackson
you. And I
Jackson
think
Wang
you could
Nikki
see our players right behind us already, Eterna. So thank you so much once again. And I believe it's time we now resume the grand finals here at the M7 World Championship.
ल सुरु हुन्छ यस्तो अब
छिटो सुरु गर्यो हुन्थ्यो नि यार
Aurora Gaming यता रेडी छ ड्रम सम ड्रम
as well as Nona.
80 मात्र हो क्या क्राउड Aurora
That's going to be enough for Alter Ego to get their mojo back.
I think they sprinkled a little bit of wisdom
Everybody
in there right now.
to the
As we see the performance of AE.
ट्र्यास टक त हान्दैन है ट्र्यास टकै गर्दैन आजकल कहिले
एयरबोर्डले गरेको थियो यस्तो दिइरहेको थियो अस्ति
कहिले
खै कोलाई एउटै खै कुरा हो जितेर त्यो अल्टर इगलै जितेर होला त अप्पर ब्र्याकेटमा अस्ति को हारे रे
अल्टर इगो र
अरोरा थियो हैन अरोरा र अल्टर इगलै थियो नि अस्ति अप्पर ब्र्याकेटमा हैन
एसआरसी होला के ब्रिड छ यार
अल्टर इगोसँग परेको थियो यसलाई अरोराले जित्यो यसलाई जे भयो यस्तो दिइरहेको थियो चुकाएर बस
होला होला
57% and Alter Ego at 43%. Again, showing how
एमएटमा खेल्नु पर्यो तपाई रे
quite close.
भइहाल्छ नि
But again, in terms of
लर्डै छैन कादी खेल्ने
7%
might have shown too much of their hand.
फ्यान प्रेडिक्सन 57% अल्टर इगो इन्डोको फ्यानहरु खोइ त्यत्रो 1 मिलियन जान नि के गरेछ नि
Or whether it's just the draft pattern that's been
खै म्याप भोट हान्दैन होला त हेर्न मात्रै आउने
alongside with Coach Master of the Basics, because so far it feels like they've gotten away with murder for 2 games in a row. Coming into this next one, I'm really hoping that
मैले के ब्यान भने त्यो अल्टर इगोलाई फेड्रिन बाक्स्या ग्रक
That's so beautiful.
ल ड्राफ्ट हेर्नु अब अति म्याच फोकस गरेर
फेड्रिन
अल्टर इगोले जित्छ अब
फेड्रिन बाक्स्या ग्रक बुझ्छ नि मेरो भाइहरु त्यही ब्यान गर अब 3 2 1
कहिले अल्टर इगोले
फेड्रिन बाक्स्या ग्रक ब्रोकन वाल
तेरो भाइ त निस्किहाल्छ त निस्किहाल्छ
यो पुरै अर्कै ड्राफ्ट गर्दै थियो यार बेला
निस्किहाल भाइ
पुरै डिफरेन्ट ड्राफ्ट गरिदिरहेछ
भाइ एउटा ड्राफ्ट चाहिँ मिलायो फ्रेडिन बाक्स्या ग्रक एउटै ब्यान भन्नु भाइ तेरो
अघि यिनीहरूले बाक्स्या
अब यिनीहरूले ट्याङ्की जङ्गलमा उयो गर्न लाग्यो क्या
दिन अरे
दिन लाग्यो आफू पनि लिन लाग्यो
And the reason why they didn't pick up the Sora was probably because they are afraid of that.
ठिकै होला आमो गोल्डन अब के खेल्छ फ्रेया ब्यान हेरिट ब्यान अब क्लड ब्यान
ग्रेन्जर पनि लिँदैन के खेल्छ
ठिक छ डल फाइटर खेल्छ नि खाने ब्यान यताबाट फर्स्ट पिक जुक्सिन नलि यार जुक्सिन नलि ल नाइस यही भनेको भाइ यही भनेको जुक्सिन
अब चाहिँ के होला यसै इन्स्ट्यान्ट 1 सेकेन्डमै ग्रक
अब यताबाट इभ लियो भने यताबाट जुक्सिन लिन्छ त्यही गर अनि यताबाट फ्रेड लियो भने यताबाट बाक्स्याले ओए कसम अब बाक्स्या रोकअप तिर्दाले ड्राफ्ट गर्छ यताबाट
I mean, Leomord is still open, so I don't know.
In
terms of junglers, they're still quite.
I don't know, Chimos.
Maybe we'll see them delaying it a little bit, but yeah, I feel like Jushin you gotta take because rock shit is pretty strong.
So it's the Granger and the
अरे के लिन्छ
ओके उते लिन्छ होला
लियोमोड लिन्छ हो याजुकेलाई हो
लियोमोड जा
लियोमोड र त्यो लिन्छ
लियोमोड र इभ के बाक्स्या रे तर बाक्स्या लिदैन होला जुक्सिन छ
अहिले
लिए लियोमोड
चाहिँ एउटा लिन्छ अनि त्यसपछि युजङ
ओए हैन इभ लियोमोड र इभ ल मिले त घर जा
खाइसेन
What the fuck? ठिकै छ त तीनटा जंगल ओपन छ लियोमोड बाक्स्या फ्रेडरिन ओए सीसी खेल भने सीसी खेल हेले गुड भइरहेछ
So they might just change this up. There still is the Yushin Shin though. That's the scariest part of being in the second phase, where in your jungle choice, if you want to do it red 3, you can easily adjust it. I would favor Yushin Shin here for Aurora, as he is a good hero with the creature, and at the same time, you're not that scared of the CC at all.
Unless you accidentally get, curtain call together, and then that's a bit of a mistake on their positioning parts. But generally speaking, yeah, there's a lot of deterrence coming from both sides. We're not seeing as as we did in game number 1 and 2. We were expecting the setup for the eventual Sora coming in from A.
Ciao.
Has decided, you know what? We have plenty of options in the jungle.
Hey, Alter Ego, let's go. Easy win, Alter Ego. Let's go. Alter Ego, 1-2 get a 1-2 basic score.
For sure, especially because they have the red 4 priority. I don't think that it's smart for Alter Ego to oblige when it comes to limiting your jungler options. They might be better off just taking out the XP lane choices, like maybe a Yuzhong, which is still available. Even the Sora at this point, they do have the CC though, which is okay against the Sora.
Okay, man, Uranus ban,
the superior XP lane choice. I guess here maybe Arlet might be their last option as a ban.
Well, right now we got to talk about the relationships between the heroes here. Eve as well as Grog. The rock manipulation here going up against the current heroes of Aurora. Do you feel like this is already a pretty good mid duo to deal with them?
I think it depends, right? Because at level 1, there is the possibility that somehow Light is able to get a full combination on top of Hijime, and that ends the laning phase almost straight away if the regeneration gets cancelled out later down the line by Yue as they fight in lane.
Gong ban, Sora ban, Axima kati 4 ban हुन्छ होला अब पनि Axima ban हुन्छ होला.
Sora is getting banned out.
It's a ban.
Esmeralda? Yeah, Esme is something they need to consider, but then things like something that's super safe is Lapu Lapu for the side of Aurora just to get on top of the Eve.
Arlet should be the ban as well from Alter Ego, but I think
Lapu ki Esmeralda ban हैन.
Because it kind of just achieve so much.
Esmeralda, nice. ठिकै छ Esmeralda. Lapu भन्दा चाहिँ ठिकै
होला.
होला.
But that would mean that Aurora can also benefit from that, man. They can pick up the Lapu Lapu themselves in Red 4, and that will open up a lot of stuff for Dominkite. They can even go for the Joy. If in that scenario, especially if Alter Ego will commit another fighter.
You know where you are.
I think the Lapu Lapu just fits the bill for Aurora.
The reason why I feel like the Esme is a pretty good ban here.
Alter Ego, go.
Straight into यार. अब के लेला त? Leomord still open छ, back open छ. Leomord की back
Okay, you know what? Hijume's got to carry just
Baxia no lela assassinate जाऊ.
Baxia लिन्छ जस्तो लागिरहेछ मलाई किन हो? किनकि X1 damage छ. Mage लाई नि बचाउनु पर्छ.
Open as well in case they just want to go for comfort.
I feel like they sort of have
Leomord
to
की back
point, right? Because once you take that Leomord, at least
यसले अर्को assassin लियो भने त यस्तो हान्छ नि यसलाई म्याच साला Leomord र Baxia हुँदैन.
eyes towards yourself to allow everybody else to kind of play around it.
I think the best option here for Alter Ego is to get the Alice, because there's not much killing potential from around the burst.
X-में Alice
XP lane, and then
के लिए Leomord?
maybe Leomord again.
Leomord के Lapu Lapu.
They pick up the Lapu Lapu
for denial.
For denial, I think this is for denial, but
Elle को goal CC.
Alice for Aurora.
मैं देखे थे ना
I
वैसे.
think that they're just gonna go Arden. This is
तो गोल में केही छँदैन छैन डबल फाइटर किन हुन्छ नि?
For Alter Ego instead of the Esmeralda.
I agree, but I think at the end of the day, right, the Esmeralda, I
तर
think
ठिकै तर
DE
गोल्ड
wants
मार्क्स
to
छैन
be a
केही
little
छ
bit more
छैन.
flexible
CC
with
पनि
the
राम्रै हुन्छ
CC.
ग्रान्ड
So
को.
honestly, good on the backstab from Aurora to say, you know what, let's take Fredrin first, wait for the full reveal, and now we have the options of actually going into the Arlet if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, like going up against Aurora. I would say going up against any team.
भाई मलाई किन डोमिङ लान्छ स्लाइस हैन.
हान्दैन के यो Alter Ego को हातमा के मुला. त्यहाँ Alter Ego को गेम हो के यो किनकि जुतेको कम गर्ने हो यो. Alter Ego गेम हो यो. जुते गर्छ Alter Ego अब.
There is a world where they pick up Terizla because there's a lot of physical damage here from Alter Ego.
That works too.
Yep.
Alter Ego गेम हो के
Still going to be the pick. Honestly, looking really good for Aurora. Very standard draft that they have, but I think Alter Ego's draft is much better, has a better chance this game compared to game number 1.
What about you? What do you think about this one, Gideon?
I think it's going to be a little bit harder. I think that for AE at the very least, they have a couple more options to play around, but so far, based on what we've seen in Aurora, as long as they don't mess up too hard in the early game, their recovery is so good coming into mid, and especially when we come down to late. So many of their composition styles is basically, hey, Blaze 5, Death Ball, peel, peel, peel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Alter Ego has to win this one, because if not, Aurora will get match point.
Broken wall फेरि कतिचोटी broken wall पर्यो?
That pressure is going up as strong as Aurora when they have match point. So now we're going to throw it over to the casters, Leo, Trex, as well as Mirko. It's your time to shine.
Gideon Q pointed out a very pertinent trait that this lineup from Aurora could show up here in game number 3, the Death Ball. We might be throwing back to another Filipino staple strat that won them 2022's MSC in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, Alter Ego is still yet to score a single point in this grand finals matchup.
It's a comfortable formation for Aurora, but I have to say as well for Alter Ego, they finally kind of go back to an identity they are well with. Fighters on the off lanes, a Leomord. They get Alec on something that can make plays, and it's all going to work around this RWM if they can make the catches. If there's a game that I felt like, okay, they have a good chance of winning, I do like Alter Ego's draft here.
So is it safe to say if they don't win this one,
Clip stream hazard हैन हैन. Alter Ego, go.
Alter Ego like Alert लिए Alert फेरि कम राम्रो हो त है साच्चै
Game 1 and Game 2, if you've watched it, you'll know that they forced the same kind of violence onto Aurora Gaming, and the Northern Lights just keep saying no. Then that might be it. Looking at the lane-to-lane matchup, Nino here, Spurs light.
What doing ki or is it?
It's the CC versus the Granger. I'd say this is as close to a fighter to marksman as it is to a marksman kind of matchup you could get.
Yeah, I do think Alter Ego in that gold lane, we may see some more
Moralic.
action in the mid. Nothing
Grok खेलेछ मले न जेरी भन्थे
coming from Arfi, which is
Dooming in after HP trade got this oh
comes down to first, second, we know how Arfi loves going against these marksmen with a fighter in his hands.
Yeah, he knows the matchup really, really well, so you can already see him winning it out, but for Doming, it's fine too. I think Arfi right now is...
Spinner रहेछ यार यो
It's that he's actually sending the shove the
फ्लिकर खेल्यो भने चाहिँ यार त्यसले स्पिन भन्दा
for Turtle makes sense, but the other waves earlier, right? Like
Dooming कस्तो रिस्की खेल्ला हो
he should be trading and
यसरी नै खेल्छ र नि CC को गेम्समा
फ्लिकर हान्ने ला मरे हिजोमे मरे
no flickers, give the all in on him, the taunt as well, light able to
के भइराछ याजु किन लो छ
that's Yazuki trying to get in, Demon Kite snatches away the turtle from him.
Early retreat and an early death. For Alter Ego Esports, Yahiko Im
Nino more.
from previous games.
Oh, Light! Able to get away to Dragon Ball Kundo now, all in on him. But Light took a bit too many shots. Now gonna go down as well though, so it's a 1-for-1 in the bottom lane.
के हो यार कसरी लो हुन्छ के हिजोमे कसरी मरे क्या
Respectable amount. 1,000 up for Aurora Gaming now.
At least Nino finds something there, but it's not big. You find Roamer, he's gonna be right back on the map.
यही गर्ने यिनीहरू फाइन लाग्यो Alter Ego
Over to Aurora Gaming, over to Edward, at that who has been such a star in this series.
They're gonna all in onto Demon Kite, and he goes straight for the friendship.
More
RBM was actually misplaced. Like goes in, big bomb from Demon Kite. And now it's
अल्छिलाए
knocking two members up. He
ए के हो यार भाइ अफ गरिदिनु स्ट्रिम के हो रिस उठ्यो मलाई झलाए हैन
Alter Ego in shambles.
यो डिसअपोइन्ट नगर्ने यार
Alter Ego
SRG र TL जितेर आएको छ यार SRG र TL जितेर आएको छ यार कस्तो हो यार के हो के यार
पर TL आयो यार फाइनलमा मजा आउँछ
Aurora Gaming PH are serving it up.
Alter Ego अर्डर ल्याएर
Till the turtle spawns. I think we're done with the gold lane advantage. Alter Ego have to figure out where else can we win because bullying a Doming Kite is beyond the fact. There's not much they're getting from there.
Demon Kite's the one with 3 kills under his belt.
यो आलर्टलाई मार्नुपर्छ चाहिँ आलर्ट मर्छ जस्तो
आलर्ट मर्दैन कि मेरो
त्यही त ढुक्क मर्दैन ड्यास यत्रो हुन्छ
Alter Ego
ए मारे त्यसलाई होइन बरु
And this could be a liquid draft.
Yep.
So what do we do from here for Alter Ego Esports? They've been behind a nice flicker forced out from Hijume. Huge.
ए हिजोमे त गेमै खेलेको छैन यार 0-2-0 छ यार
Alter Ego fought from behind like this. Normally at least their mid is doing okay.
कस्तो जोत खेलेको यार कस्तो पेला नखा
Turtle here started up by Aurora Gaming. No contest.
Alter Ego
Alter Ego with
भन्दिने म
play either.
Alter Ego
Just decided to
come on man Alter Ego
their own comfort zones and farm up.
मलाई अझै पनि एक्सपेक्टेसन छ Alter Ego माथि
I mean, the CC
Han
scaling tech
ओए युए
great reaction now. Light re-engage now as that's going to be like isolated.
लाइटले पछाडि किक हान्छ क्या अब त्यो मरिसक्यो नि त हैन अनि त्यसलाई किक हानेको हैन फ्लिकर किक बुझिस् नि भाइ
मरे नि
कस्तो दिमाग लगाएर खेले क्या फाइनल्स एमभीपी यसले पाउँछ भयो लाइट द गोट
Oh my god.
ए यार लाइटले कस्तो दिमाग लाग्यो हैन त्यहाँ मलाई देखिस् नि भर्खर जसले पाइन के भयो चुक्लाएर बस्यो तँमा त पछाडि बसेर हल्ला हल्ला नगरे त कति हल्ला गरेपछि आइज यता
and it was good.
त्यो मर्दैन क्या एडवर्ड मर्दैन
यति माने मरेन भने चाहिँ मलाई मरेपछि र चार्ज नआएपछि के हो तेरो दिमाग
आर्लोड हो क्या आर्लोड भाइ
Alter Ego. I mean, Light's playing out of his mind right now as well. He always shows up at the nick of time.
वान ट्रिक फेयर नै बनाइदिएर त
His way the dragon on Alec earlier. Gets to Alec, then flicks in and finds Hijume. I mean, Aurora Gaming. It's tough right now for Alter Ego.
Tough is an understatement, especially when you're down 2 games with nothing.
6 मिनेटमा 4000 गोल लिएर Alter Ego एक गेम भए पनि जित्ने साइन अफ लाइफ होइन आउँछ अलरेडी
Alter Ego. Some of them they won in the first 2 games, but here again, all they got was a kill on Edward down bottom and
Mare Arfi.
Trying to get Arfi here. He's gone.
Final slash. Edward takes him down.
All kinane.
With no one to follow
Easiest
up,
M7.
This is going to go in. Oh, trying to bait out the flicker from Hijume, but they've already gotten the turtle on top of that.
Here's the kicker for Aurora Gaming as well.
Zara मेरो लागि कास्ट गर्न झाला रहला
Alter Ego 3-0 and 1. Who even if Alter Ego scores,
Gets a steal, but he gets kicked back into Domenkai now. Final slash from Edward! Hijume low, it's an all into the backline as Nino gets caught offensive at all. Tries to
Oh my god, यार सबै लोलो छ यार
doesn't land, but Demon Kai still gets to kill Domeng. Will try his
दिदिएर
best to get
यिनीहरूले
another.
ट्रफी दिदिएर सक्दैन
one
Alter
they
Ego
all fall under the boot of Demon Kite right now. Bonk after
सक्दैन यार
bonk. He's a tanky boy, but he's still 4-0 and
एडवर्डलाई
5.
2 टाइम्स M series च्याम्पियन नै बनाइदियो
Demon Kite tasted victory. He's gone around the world, played in Malaysia, came back to the Philippines, and now here in Jakarta.
कस्तो यार एसआरजी के लाग्यो यार बरु
From match point again 2-0 and no clear
पछाडिको गन हो यो मेरो साइडमा यो मासुराप हो
once again at that sequence. An Aurora Alpha strike.
Even
underneath the tier 2 and mid, they were just counting ults, counting
एसआरजी आयो भने म
halfway through that fight, there was nothing left for Alter
कस्तो
Ego.
आशा देखाएको थिएँ
Edward is searching for an
Alter
FMVP.
Ego.
The guy has made play after play from game 1 to game 2 to game 3.
फिलिपिन्सले लाग्ने भयो यार फेरि एम सिरिज
भाइ हामी जानै पर्ने हुन्छ कि देखिनस् भने मलाई हामी जानै पर्ने हुन्छ के
6 वटा एम सिरिज लाग्छ यार
हामी जानै पर्ने हुन्छ कि यार भाइ
हो त्यस्तै लाग्यो मलाई न
भन्नु के यार स्लोट पनि छैन के हो कि यार यस्तो मिजरेबल कन्ट्री यार मलाई
Alter Ego.
जेरो फ्यासिलिटी नथिङ के यार यस्तो यार कहाँ पुगेछ
Almost single-handedly made Leomord a threat in the knockout stage. I was laughing at Leomord in the Swiss, but looking at the stats, oh, Yasuke.
1300 गोल्ड लिड 1700 गोल्ड लिड छ जंगलमा ट्याङ्की जंगलले क्या पनि
Almost 2,000 gold off of.
बस्नलाई मात्रै चिल है नेपालहरु के हुँदैन
He's at about the same stat.
चिल्लाए त
And that's a no-go. You're not going to get anywhere with that.
So here's the thing, right? Because
भाइ यार जानै पर्ने हुन्छ कि हामी यार अल्छिलाइसक्यो भाइ यार के यार
बोलाए बोला टिटुके को लाइनअपले बोलाए
म गयो कस्तो उडी उडी हान्थ्यो होला के फ्यानी लिएर भएन
their composition is winning out.
And we seem to be circling back in M3. Singapore, the world. How you could play MLB.
Shifu hanen त कसम
was debuted by Blacklisted
एक गेम फ्ल्याग खोल्दै रे
throwing back to that. A free lord come in from them, spawning in about
थाइल्यान्डले के को स्लट रे
वाइल्ड कार्ड
Edward and your EXP laner, someone who was
वाइल्ड कार्ड कहाँ हुँदा थाइल्यान्डमै
there.
मेन स्टेज चाहिँ हो त टकी यता उता हो कि अम्मा
भाइ चाहिँ यताबाट उता पुगाइदिन्छ होला
भाइ कसम जानै पर्ने हुन्छ यार म खतर जर्नी हुन्छ यार स्लट भने खतर जर्नी हुन्छ यार टक्क लगाएर एमसीबी जित्ने हैन त्यसपछि वाइल्ड कार्ड जित्ने वाइल्ड कार्ड ओइ
हान्देलाई
ओइ एडवर्ड रिकल देखाऊ एडवर्ड कसरी निस्क्यो एडवर्ड भाइ
ढिला हाने हाले डिफेन्ड नहाने रे सक्यो त गेम
डिफेन्ड किन नहाने कस्तो डेस्परेट मुभ थियो भर्खर के हिजो मेको केडी 041 छ यार ए हार्यो यार कस्तो घिनलाग्दो यार ए अल्छी लाग्यो के हो भने
Your jaw dropped. I saw that. In awe and in silence, the seemingly unstoppable alter ego cannot score against Aurora. And Aurora have barely lifted a finger. They played the same game 3 games into the series. How?
We saw 3 different faces in game 1, 2 to 3.
किन त खुसी पनि छैन यार जितेर वान साइड भएर
अझै गेम चाहिन्छ अहिले जितेपछि कति खुसी हुन्छ त्यसपछि तै देख्छस् कि यो भनेको लक इन हो कि मुझे बुझिस खुसी भएको हैन
यहाँ त फुल लक इन भएर भन्छ मलाई फिलिपिन्स जिते छ नन स्टप यिनीहरुलाई प्रेसर भइहाल्छ नि अहिले
These are all the comforts that we've come to know from Alter Ego, aside from obviously the Freya that is banned out.
Something's got to give. There's got to be something else left in the playbook of Coach Zephyr.
अघि भयो गेम सुरु भएको जस्तो लाग्छ यार 3-0 भइसक्यो
To change the tides of battle, to give Alter Ego a
कति फोजेर हान्छ है फाइनलमा अनि जानै पर्ने हुन्छ यार भाइ आज म पागल हुन आँटिसक्यो भएन कि
Well, here's the thing.
Caster.
There's really one question everyone is asking. How do you stop this utility jungle? How do you stop this?
Utility jungle like कसरी रोक्ने भन्दैछ
It started back at M3. This is M7. There's no changes to its, Fred, Boxia. In fact, it was nerfed. And it's still one of the strongest things that you can do in MLBB.
I gotta say that game number 3.
कसम अल्ट्रेको यो भन्दा ठुलो चान्स कहिले पनि आउँदैन यार अहिले नै प्रुभ
M5 मा सेकेन्ड M6 मा सेकेन्ड M7 मा सेकेन्ड
यो भन्दा ठुलो अपर्च्युनिटी कहिले पनि आउँदैन अल्ट्रेको यार म भए यस्तो मोटिभेट गरिसक्थेँ
eventually take over the utility jungler role is to win that first turtle fight. I think we are not seeing Alter Ego adjust to that first turtle. They're always giving it, they're always dying.
त्यो अल्ट्रेको गरेर चाहिँ एकचोटि पनि कराउनु पाएको छैन होला फ्यानहरु
The first turtle fight even starts and you're not even utilizing your EX play to its full potential. The mid lane duo, although it's looking good for Alter Ego, they're also not winning the lanes, in fact. And you can see that Yasuke is also getting bombarded in the jungle.
I don't know about you boys, but I think it's very, very clear. I think this is going to end up as a 4-0 and sweep for Aurora. Because the way that we are seeing AE, it's not like how we saw yesterday, right? The recovery isn't as clean.
By मलाई किन कमब्याक हान्छ जस्तो लाग्यो अल्ट्रेकोले
लामा हाने
अल्ट्रेको
भाइ गेम प्ले हेर्नु गेम प्ले हेर यिनीहरुको कमब्याक के मलाई जित्नै गाह्रो एक गेम पनि हान्न सकिरहेको छैन एक गेम एउटा टर्टल त लिन पाएको छैन मलाई
What else can they do? Because you can't say that they didn't draft around what Aurora is showing, because they knew what Aurora is
अहिलेसम्मको बोरिङ एन्ड सिरिज होला यो त फाइनल
and I feel like they kind of want to get that first turtle, but again, Aurora will not let them have it. Right now, we're going to look at the MVP of this game by an official gaming phone, Realme, and it goes over to Light. Is that this point,
Light the good.
As amazing as all
यस्तो खतरा रहेछ लाइट मलाई हेर मलाई
it really is.
त किन हाँसिरा लाइटलाई हेर्नु बित्तिकै के भन्नु त लाइटलाई हेर्नु बित्तिकै किन हाँसिरा भन्नु फर्स्ट गेम एमभीपी लाइट हो भने सेकेन्ड गेम एमभीपी एडवर्ड थर्ड गेम लाइट यस्तो बल हेर्छ रोम प्लेयर हेर्नु मलाई त्यो रोम चाहिँ के भन्छ
म रोम प्लेयर
त्यो रोम प्लेयर त्यत्रो 6 महिना रोम खेल्छ कि के सिकेर 6 महिना रोम खेल्छ
One of the underrated ways to actually approach Ube that maybe most people do not really recognize.
कस्तो बल खेल्छ लाइट यार हेर्दाखेरि त कस्तो हुन्छ नि एकदम यस्तो गेम प्ले चाहिँ त्यस्तै डेन्जर छ कि हेर्दाखेरि कस्तो सेक्सी हान्ने रहेछ किकहरु मलाई
just a little bit enough for them to get out of the zone of the damage and then turn the fight around.
Again, I kind of feel like Light and Edward is the problem. Because I agree with you, right? There are ways to deal with it, but at this point, Edward and Light has cemented this style in their system so well that they can't reverse.
त्यस्तो नभने गाइस लाइट हो है
मान्छे गोते भरि माइन्ड खतरा रहेछ
It feels like they don't have a strong foundation to sit on when Hijume goes down. And even for Alec, he's looking for opportunities. It's not like he's completely
Light could tight raise it.
But they time the cooldowns very well. Oh, the Nature's Barrier pops up. Great, no mighty swing. That's something else we can take advantage of.
The strength of the utility junglers, particularly the Fredrin with the Jushin,
All
once again, by the way, from Aurora, which
only 2-0 हाने ना Aurora gaming ले.
Games
of future
The strength of that
Games of
position
future.
is that it breaks that rock paper scissors thing.
Bye, Alter
Ultimately
Ego.
versus assassin versus fighters. It just wins both matchups. It's clear that when up against the
कस्तो
Leopard,
यिनीहरू एक गेम यिनीहरूलाई मोमेन्टम मात्रै चाहियो क्या भाइ एक गेम मोमेन्टम हो क्या भाइ बुझिस एक गेम मात्रै चाहियो बुझिस नि
enough. So we have seen in games 1 and 3 how good this lineup is. Now
एक गेम मात्रै चाहिने हो क्या केटा हो एक गेम मात्र अल्टी गर एक गेम पछि त्यसपछि थाहा हुन्छ कि
when the teams don't have the Freya against them. They now the not
जाने चाहिँ त्यो खतरा भइस ल मैं कुल भइस प्लेयर हो सब
Fredrin and Jushin.
It's very difficult because Aurora, they always draft in a way where it's crowd control overload. And whatever you think they lack in damage, they just win by momentum as well as gold. Like, we can use 5 tanks, but if we're 5,000 to 6,000 ahead in gold, we're still gonna hurt you.
Oh,
I really envision what you're trying to say. And that's very true. And where does
गनलाई
that
देखाइदिउँ न
start?
क्यामेरामै धेरै लुक्यो
I hate to sound like a broken record. The first turn of all time.
त्यो त सही हो छु
That
यता हेर्नु भाइ
Alter Ego needs to review what they have been doing in the past 3 games. Make sure that they are all aligned. Let's not lose our lanes. Let's not try to go for over 50-50s kind of risks.
You know,
And then maybe you have a shot at the mid game.
And this is why I think that
भाइ यार अल्टी गरेर के गर्नुपर्छ भन् त
game because again it's the lack of experience.
Alter Ego-ले सरेन्डर हानिदिनुपर्छ
I would say the pinnacle here at MLBB, it's a lot of pressure. It's so much pressure. And I think, especially when you're playing on home ground, that's another level that you're going to have to think about. Every missed execution is just another moment.
खै मलाई खै के खेले सर Alter Ego-ले लास्ट कस्तो खेले सर
I mean, here's the thing. This is
चाले छ मलाई यार Alter Ego गेम दिएर
and it's a good thing, you know, looking at our show flow, we're gonna have a bit of an extended break for Alter Ego as well as Aurora, of course. So hopefully by that time,
भाइ ब्रेक हुन्छ रे अब
the players as well as the coach have to discuss
भाइ
amongst
एमसीडी
themselves,
सकिन्छ भनेर ब्रेक हुन्छ रे अब
this is potentially the last hurrah. We can't let it go down 4-0 because
अब
again,
सकिनलाई एकछिन ब्रेक गरिदिहाल्छ
the
भनेर
world is watching, specifically here in Indonesia. They just gotta lock it. They just gotta win the first hurdle and then move on from there.
That's the first step. That's a difficult first step, but first step
खै हुँदैन होला
it's now criminal to give up the first
Game
hurdle
3
for
पछि के
Aurora,
थियो
especially because they're now down this game. And they're also drafting
M7 lucky draw winner announcement रे lucky draw है अब
meaning it's not like they're completely avoiding because there's that kind of approach where you are completely like conceding your early game in exchange for a late game scaling. It's not the case for Alter Ego. We are seeing them trying to contest that with the Suyo, with the Leomord, with the Lapu Lapu, and then the CC. The mid-range game that they're trying to employ is not going to work if they're not taking that first step.
And I think, if anything, right, if that Fredrin gets let through again, I'm hoping that maybe the counter pick in Boxia might come through. Just
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about
They've tried
thoughts.
many different approaches. I think now the util jungle has to come in here. And unfortunately for Yasuke, as good as he is on pretty much any assassin he puts his hands on, without that utility, I feel like nobody else on this team will be able to have a good time.
Just slightly worried because that's something that SRG tried. And it also kind of failed because, again, the picks are good, but it's not just the jungler. The
खै
entire
गाइस
team
स्टिल 1 गेम बाइक छ कमब्याक हान्न
fails,
चाहिँ के त
and this is where the
हैन
question
जेनी हुन
of
सक्छ
identity really lies, right? Where Aurora basically has an impenetrable identity. You can't force them away from what they know best. There's always other options like, oh, you don't give us this, we have that. You don't give us this, we have that. So right now we're looking at the camp of Aurora, and they're very calm. They're making sure that they're not overly excited because, again, the game is not over just yet.
The job's not done, basically. This is a 3-0 lead that they have built up, but it doesn't mean that this is not losable, right? And actually...
they don't want to choke.
Yeah, essentially. I was kind of tiptoeing around that word, but yeah, they don't want to choke.
I don't know how to tiptoe, but I do know that we will be heading over to the stage with our lovely hosts, because there's a lucky draw.
के हुँदैछ है के बोल्दैछ है
lucky draw
happening on. So let's actually throw it over to the stage with the host. As long as everything goes well, throw it over.
Aurora Gaming from the Philippines are just one game away of winning it all. But of course, the surprises does not stop there.
That's right, Eterna, because now we will determine the M7 Lucky Draw winners.
Absolutely. Since this is a special occasion, it is the grand finals after all. We will be announcing 5 lucky winners from the M7 Lucky Draw that will win a total of 50,000 diamonds.
Bring out your phone, guys, and check your codes, because you just might win 50,000 diamonds.
So I hope you guys are ready. Bring out your phones,
Who's up,
check
Dennis?
your codes, because the first code is 696IL2.
Again, that's 696IL2. Congratulations to our M7 Lucky Draw winners of 50,000 diamonds.
Wow, 50,000 diamonds, but don't you guys worry, because we do still have some codes ahead of us. Because the second lucky draw code is 7WQW7V.
Let me repeat. 7WQW7V.
All right.
The
Next one. Are we ready?
All
right. The third winning lucky draw code is C4SCIS.
C4SCIS.
Ninalaika damal chay, ninalayo.
50,000 diamonds.
Okay. We have the last one. Okay. The last one is 13A75B.
Let me repeat. 13A75B.
Alright, so don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that in the future, we will be having the lucky draw. So don't forget to log in every day for the next 7 days to make sure you get it. Is this another code that we're having?
I think
Is
so.
this our 6th code?
No, 5th.
5th code?
Yes, I think.
Okay, so the last one.
Yes.
All right, so the last code is Z6V4Z1.
Again, Z6V4Z1.
It's okay, it's a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister. So you guys make sure, rewind on your phones, make sure that you got the codes right.
Yes. So that is the 5th winner of 50,000 diamonds.
All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't forget to log into MLBB. Check it out. Don't miss it, all right? Because, of course, MLBB, M7 this time around, they are not done with their surprises. But before we announce our next surprise, we want to test the energy level of the arena. Are you ready, Glenn?
Of course.
All right. Tennis Indoor Senayan, we want to hear your energy level. So,
M7, mana suaranya?
I think we could do that again.
Of course.
I think we could do that again.
Let's
try
one more time.
Mana suaranya?
That's better.
I like that. I like that energy. Let's keep that energy up, ladies and gentlemen, because now it is time, Glenn, for us to throw it over to the mid-game show. So with that, let's head over.
के हो मिड गेम सो भने चाहिँ फेरि भाइ चाहिँ यता बसे तेरो स्ट्रिममा यार गीत गाइरहेको छ यार छाला कपिराइट खाला छ तैले
in your Hulk out there. And all I can think is where is the ring? 'Cause I know you wanna ask. Scared the moment will pass. I can see it in your eyes. Just take me by surprise. And all my friends, they tell me they see you're planning to get on.
You era Bangladesh este clima para
But I
poder
wanted to be high. So make sure I have no clue when you ask. Baby, take my hand. I want you to be my husband. Kiss you my Iron Man. And I love you 3,000. Baby, take my chance. 'Cause I want this to be something.
Gue saya mau dari sini. मेरे फोन खोयो है चोरिस अल्छीलाई M7 मा के हो यो के हो अल्छीलाई
Mana suaranya?
M7 final.
Picking petals off of daisies, think about you on the daily. I just wanna be the one you want. I just wanna be the one you love. Got me thinking you could save me. Everybody think I'm crazy.
Okay, so guys, I'll mute my mic for a while.
I just wanna be the one you trust. Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, yeah? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me not? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, yeah? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me not? Do I ever cross your mind? Heaven knows you've been on mine. You're driving me crazy, oh baby. Do I ever cross your mind? Heaven knows you live on mine. You're driving me crazy, oh baby.
Semuanya tepuk tangan.
Love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, yeah. Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me not? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, yeah? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me not?
Mobile Legends.
Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me,
Do you
yeah?
love me? Do you love me?
Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me not? Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you love me, love me, love me, love me, love me not?
Do you love me not? MLBB! How y'all doing tonight? You guys ready for this? Here we go! I'm busy dancing, baby, while you keep on standing in my lane. Stop, you don't wanna get no closer, 'cause I touch like Batman in July. I know that look, I've seen it before, and I keep score. Got you rolling, I want ya. How you like that, baby? But we too busy playing yourself. Anybody else don't see me coming, I'm coming. Straight for the heart. You never seen a sniper looking this cute. My favorite part. This is our new song. Udah siap belum? Let's get to work. Get into it. Work, work.
Work.
Back up, get your heads blown. Suntan, about to send nothing much on. Island with a skin tone. On the back, gotta put in that. It's that top notch, non-stop, make it hot. Backdrop, keep 'em guessing. Big flex, break a neck, cut a check, go invest, that's a gift. Grab your waist train, hit your treadmill. Do Pilates, how your legs feel. Take a group hike, do them squats. Girl, it's go time, go put in that work. Pump it up, girl, put in that work. Pump it up, friend, put in that work. Pump it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Pump it up, girl, put in that work. Pump it up, friend, put in that work. Pump it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. 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 Put in that work.
She looks so good, make the world turn. Yeah, I'm in a bed. Hot and rich could be my twin. I bet doing that.
Shopping spree, I call that a workout. Lamborghini, how I crash out. So mini, so teeny, hot and sweaty watermelon martini. When I walk into the room like $1 million, you can put it on my card. I don't know about you, but I'm making money moves. I'm the one that call it shots. End of the day, you be saying my name. Top of your lungs, I'ma make the ground shake. What an earthquake, going so crazy. Sold out, but you caught it at LA.
Moisturizer, get your eye cream and the serum. How's the face feel? Take a group pic. Ooh, be so hot. Girl, it's go time. Go and put in that work.
Pump it up, girl, put in that work. Pump it up, friend, put in that work. Pump it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Pump it up, girl, put in that work. Pump it up, friend, put in that work. Pump it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. 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 Way too hot to handle, got the lethal touch. Pedal to the metal till I'm rising up. We got the energy when you see me and these scary. We run the beat when we unite. Enemies are watch your face. Go straight for the eyes if you know what I mean. So now we got you hooked. Now we rise as one. Ain't play right now. No freebies on the book, but I let them look. When I walk in the room, everybody gonna watch a sizzle. Got a crew so hot, no riddles. It's 0 to 100, no middle. That's right, that's right. When I walk in the room, everybody gonna watch us. R to the I, to the S, to the E. Gonna shut down the ops if they're trying to get past me. You can watch us sizzle. We're making this drop go triple. It's 0 to 100, no middle. That's right, that's right. When I walk in the room, we rise as one. Tripping, don't know what they're missing till they saw us winning. We rise as one. Baby, now you're in the system, dropping to the rhythm. We rise as one. You know that I'm about to be the one to shut it down. Rising up and flying off the ground like uh-oh. Gotta know it's Armageddon, uh-oh. If you wanna come get it nice, then reach out, better keep up all the future. And delete your hide and seek us so legendaries. Don't think you can beat us. So now we got you hooked. Now we rise as one. Ain't play right now. No, freebies on the book, but I let them look. When I walk in the room, everybody gonna watch us sizzle. Got a crew so hot, no riddles. It's 0 to 100, no middle. That's right, that's right. When I walk in the room, everybody gonna watch us. R to the I, to the S, to the E. Gonna shut down the ops if they tryna get past me. You can watch us sizzle.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nona. That was amazing, man. I didn't know how they could memorize all those choreographies.
Yep, that's the way to call it. That was beautiful performance. A mid-break show. At least it kind of brings it all together, right? It was feeling a little down, but now in the arena, the Indonesians are ready for something else.
But chat, calm down. I understand that's a lot of dopamine.
Yep.
But now we got to reel it back in. But again, Nona was amazing. Yep. So now the realization of this match point from Aurora, Philippines. It hasn't gone away just yet. But before we even talk about it, we got to talk about Granger, because Granger is absolutely amazing. And you guys can get the new Thunder Ascendant skin quite easily. Just make sure you guys get the M7 pass. And then that's it. There's really nothing else that you guys have to do. Get the pass for you to get the Thunder Ascendant skin. In fact, while you have the pass, keep on leveling up, because then you guys will eventually get the true prestige, which is Granger's new Prime skin. This beauty you can unlock at level 75 on the track record, but if you go all the way to 150, you can get this bad boy.
It's so good. Every year they come up with a figurine, and this time around I think they really nailed it with this one. Really showing what MLBB is all about, especially for those dedicated fans.
And here's the thing, if you guys like the retro cartoon style, if you guys like to play STG games, then make sure you guys check out Acecraft, because it's been here for a while now. You guys can play solo, you guys can play with the team. It's got random skills, it got deflection mechanics, and of course, a lot of different characters. So make sure you guys grab the game and download it and try it for yourself, because trust me, you might enjoy it just a little bit too much. So again, shout out to Acecraft. Speaking of right now, again, we got to talk about the game, because what do we do?
Game 4.
I mean, like, we do nothing, but what do they do?
We hope and pray. For our parts, we gotta hope and pray that the team actually gets back into form, because right now the laning phase has been looking a little abysmal. As we've talked about many, many times about that very first turtle here, it feels like the meta seems a little impossible without that first, bit of gold.
A first step is definitely the first turtle, but the first step is the draft. And I kind of looked at the previous drafts, and I kind of felt like maybe one of the ways for them to eventually equalize when it comes to the laning stage in the first turtle is to start with taking away the Jushin as well as the Fredrin combo. That is definitely one thing that they could actually go for. And I kind of thought, like, maybe there is a condition for Aurora on when they will eventually pick up the Fredrin. Maybe they're just allergic to that Claude. Maybe if the Claude is banned out, which typically is going to be the choice here for themselves, they actually ban the Claude if they don't have access to Freya or something, or even the Leomord. So maybe what Alter Ego can do is take the Claude and then break that even Jushin. Jushin and Fredrin.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like it's kind of like the Leomord Freya. You got to take it away one or the other. And yeah, I kind of feel like it's better just to take the Jushin away. But with that being said, Yue has been performing out of his mind. Like, Demon Kite is great, but I feel like the team is making him have such a good time.
I mean, I feel like Demon Kai has one of their, I wouldn't say the easiest job, because he still has to be like mechanically aware of who uses abilities and who needs to be disrupted in the middle of those fights. And you can't take that away from Demon Kai. He is good on that Fredrin for this particular reason, and why he leans more into Fredrin than he does into Baxia. However, Light alongside with Edward have been making super plays time after time after time after time, and the consistency of Yue and Domen Kai really is coming up to uplift the team.
There was one part though during the break when we were talking, me and Guido were talking, and just like Edward as well as Light, you really feel that they really wanted to win in this series. They have been performing unlike any time that they have performed before. I'm sure that they have highs like this before, but them together on point, not making any mistakes, just being so good of a teammate for their carries. They're just amplifying Aurora so much that it looks, I mean, you could say that Demon Kite as well as Domin Kite's life were easy just because of what Edward and Light were able to do, you know?
And you know that Edward in particular wants to perform. Every time after the game, what is he doing? He's holding on both hands to that secret lab chair. He's holding himself back. He's trying not to explode full of emotion, because again, it's high stakes. If you overheat, that could be the beginning of the end.
Yeah, we keep talking about this is the last chance for Indonesia, because this is the people's champ. Right? At this point, all the support from all over the world, not even from just Indonesia. I believe other regions as well is looking at Alter Ego and be like, we love your story. We want to see what more you can really do. But again, going up against Aurora Philippines, where they really have understood what they want to do, what they want to play, is really putting Alter Ego at a very tough spot. And Wolf, you yourself as an analyst have brought out different suggestions on what they can do. You know, separate the combo as well as try your very best to win that first turtle. And I believe that maybe you got to go for an early rotation of making sure that Nino has a good time going up against Edward, and then try to snowball that momentum, because we've seen how AE plays when they do get that early momentum. So it's kind of like get back your identity of I just want to kill people somehow.
And that's crazy because
in-game.
In-game. I had a chat with Kid Bomba, one of the best explainers to have ever played the game. Such a great personality. I had a podcast with him. He said that essentially laning has been less of a, it's actually the least important factor of being an explainer right now. Draft is more important and your contribution to the team fight's better. So maybe Nino might have focused too much on the laning stage that he thought like, oh, maybe I cannot do it anymore during the team fights. I think that they should refocus on the team fights instead.
Yeah, here we can see how difficult of a game it was for Yasuke, because only dealing 12,000 damage on that Leomore in comparison to Demon Kai with almost 20,000. And again, not to say that Yasuke is bad on Leomore. We know that Yasuke is amazing on that Leomore, but this does show how basically Aurora Philippines made it so difficult for Yasuke to play the game.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the way that they're looking at the previous game recaps, right? We're going through them one by one, and the people who take the most amount of punishment always leans back to Yasuke and Hijime. If these two are not doing well, or at least one or the other, if you get both, it's a guaranteed win. If it's one or the other, maybe there's a chance for Arfi and even Nino to sneak back in.
I would feel like between Arfi as well as Dome and Kite, it's going to be boiling down to the draft in a way that you kind of want to get the safest choice. So far, you are seeing a lot of priority when it comes to the choices for Dome and Kite. He's third picked, I think, game number 1, and then second and third pick in game number 2 and 3. So it means that the heroes that Dominic is now using are heroes that don't necessarily have the counters. Like the Granger. Do you actually have a counter to the Granger? Not really. You can't really win in the laning stage. So maybe that's the reason why Dominic has been successful, is because he's having the safer options in the gold lane.
Well, Alter Ego, whether you're ready or not, we're about to start the draft here. We're going to be looking at the players as well as the trophy. And again, for Aurora Philippines, it's just one game away from them earning that trophy.
This might just be it. We need to see the early game performance coming in from AE. Was the mid-game show enough for them to find that full mental reset? Because if there was momentum on Aurora's side, they want to stay hot throughout that show. So when they touch the land of Dawn, it's all blazing glory.
And for you guys at home, you guys can get this redeem code. Go to M7, which is pretty clever considering we also just had the finals of Nature Chess Go-Go.
Yeah, and I mean, quickly redeem the code now while you still can. Log into the game, input the code, and enjoy a random skin trial. Think fast, because these won't last.
I don't know if they can hear that, but you know what?
Shout out to Mirko.
Shout out to Mirko, man. Amazing.
Yep.
What a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy. That's how you would describe him if someone were to ask you how to describe
Mirko?
Honestly, anyone or any talent for MLBB. So how would you describe this guy? What a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, as guys can see, the coaches are ready with the players. And this can only mean one thing. The draft is about to start. Game number 4, match point for Aurora Philippines. And this is do or die for Alter Ego. If they want to get a reverse sweep, it starts here with Dangerous Grass.
Oh, that's very interesting. Dangerous Grass.
I'm back, chat.
Notorious for having some of the longer games, because there are moments where micromechanics, as much as you are good at pressing buttons, if you just don't happen to see the guy on accident for a split second, it's over.
I don't know.
But now, Alter Ego, Jushin is still available. This is what I recommend.
Jushin first pick. Oi भाइ यहाँ आइज यहाँ आइज न भाइ म तँलाई के भनेको थिएँ कि बाक्सिया फिटिङ ग्रक ब्यान आओ जित्छ हेर भाइ अब हेर अब जित्छ हेर भाइ
तँलाई के भनेको एकैले जित्छ भने बाक्सिया फिटिङ ग्रक अघि त ग्रक दिँदैन नि
मैले अघि जे भने स्कुलमा के ब्यान गर्छ अरे बाक्सिया फिटिङ र ग्रक ब्यान गर्छ भने चाहिँ हेर भाइ कसरी जित्छ अल्टर इगोले
The answer here for Alter Ego to go with the neutral. So these are
Alter Ego.
Alec for sure.
Go.
Joe and Jushin.
Alter Ego is the I'm back, guys. I'm back.
That CC factor, I would say. Oh, okay. Now this I did not expect.
I mean, like...
Oh, this is bad. But I hope that Alter Ego is prepared for this because typically it's Leomord after the Yisun Shin.
I mean, like, here's the thing. It's do or die.
Yep.
And maybe the coach is just like, you know what? If we're going to go out, don't have any regrets.
Yep.
What hero do you like to play? It's like, I want to play Yisun Shin, all right?
Oh.
Even if we lose, at least you can say that's your favorite hero. You try your best. They're just better.
I think now the Farsa is incoming for
Hizume!
for Aurora, but there is also that Harith.
Hizume, Kalia, Yazuki, Vices. Okay, this is a completely new draft.
And after the Purify, you're just
Oh, खालीले लाइटले हेरौँ है लाइट खाली किन ब्यान गरेछ हेरौँ है फेरि
Aurora really is a hero. If not, then they can just go back to the Granger. But yeah, it is indeed the Harith.
Yep. Comfort picks. It already feels like AE is playing Days of Future Past here.
Oh, what
can you do, really? Like, as much as I want to say that there is a perfect line in the draft, that's just not the case here in the grand finals.
Absolutely not.
And I think the performance of the players takes priority and takes precedent over it.
अब मिठो ब्रेक त पाएको थियो 10-15 मिनेट ब्रेक त 10-15 मिनेट ब्रेकमा त हान्नु पर्ने हुन्छ अल्टर इगोले
Very good choice, as it is great against Harith.
Go away late shit to watch party day.
Alter Ego will ban out those tanky heroes in the EXP lane just so that the Yisun Shin will have a good time.
Yeah, but right now you were talking about how you gotta win that
Alter Ego ले जित्छ है guys मैले भने ड्राफ्ट गरिसके
from AE. I mean, it's not complete yet, but the options that they do have doesn't really look like they can contest that one. Like, maybe go for the opposite lane, trying to get a gank. Other than that, I'm not so sure if they can actually secure the first hurdle with this.
It doesn't really inspire confidence just yet, but we could be wrong in the second phase, right? Because Master of the Basics is already taking his time on this second ban. Yes, there are still things that are hyper tanking and could slowly start peeling them off, but at the same time, is there any consideration of, hey, maybe get rid of the troll, maybe get rid of the bot, as we see the ban?
Oh man. That code should have been red, should have been blue too.
I know.
But here's the thing: AE they pick up the Yisun Shin. Does this mean that they will go for something like a Ruby Gold instead? Right?
Ruby Gold is really good versus.
Right? Basically, it's just like, you know what, Yasuke, it's all on you. Yep. The rest of us will sacrifice ourselves.
That's right.
So that you can actually farm this time and you can do damage.
That's the main reason.
Lord SB Ben यताबाट Uranus र के ban छ Alice.
Yisun Shin kind of hates playing up against Uranus, Esmeralda. Maybe
Mizong.
Alice is the next ban here for Alter Ego, so that Aurora will just go for a Lapu-Lapu or even a Yuzhong.
If necessary, we'll see whether or not, but it's gonna be Farsa.
What the fuck Farsa ban there?
Huh.
I have a feeling that Alter Ego wants to pick up the Yuzhong for themselves. That means that Aurora must, if they're not...
यो गेम अलरेडी हार्यो भने ना यहीको नाङ्गे नाच्न पर्छ नहेर गाइस म क्यान्सल गर्दैछु
And they also have the Eve. I feel like it's much better to just get Lapu-Lapu or Yuzhong now for Aurora because now they open up a lot for Yue. At the same time though, Eve is looking good for you as well as the Kimi. So honestly, the first three picks coming up from Aurora makes them so flexible in the draft right now that they can just choose, just pick their poison.
I think they could go Sora once again, right? I think Sora would be the more
के
flexible.
सोरा अझै खुला छ
Types of engages? No.
J10 ल्याए J10 किन वो J10 पिक है
I mean,
Yisun Shin answer.
कालियाको लागि हो J10 पिक यस्तो एक्ज्याक्ट रिजन त देखिने मैले
You know, it's basically stun everyone. So I think they just want to keep the option there.
Granger R3 को
And I
अब कसम अब जित्छ यसलाई चाहिँ अल्टर गर्न मलाई त्यो भित्रबाट फिलिङ आइसक्यो
very risky of picking up the Granger here.
They have to take the Sora.
Yeah.
They have to pick it, but then again, the Valentina for Aurora.
एउटा ट्याङ्की एलिस लिन्छ होला सायद एलिस अथवा युरेनस पाइन्छ यसमा पनि पाइन्छ
A lot of crowd control here.
And then they might be locked into the Phobias, which is gonna be bad. But hopefully they're not tempted to that. I think the best choice is the Sora or Alice for Alter Ego.
Both seem pretty good to me.
के ल्यायो फोबियस
In
ल्याएछ
particular, I'm leaning more
no.
towards
I think it's over, boys.
This is a rough one.
A very rough one. Aurora, however, will not Sora. I think they will just go for a CC. Oh no, a CC would be.
Hopefully, what we're saying is just cast
यताबाट एक्सपी एउटा लापु
something to AE to win this one, because at this point, you need some mystic help. to make sure that they're
a lot of luck.
You need a lot of luck. They need
a
to be
lot
hokey.
of luck. You need to make sure that for whatever reason the Zetian ultimate into the Raging Sandstorm will whiff. Which I feel like it's not gonna happen.
It's so difficult. If they have 5 golden cats in their room, they are going to need 15 to compensate.
I mean, here's the thing again, Alter Ego, they want to go out with a bang. They want to get their very best heroes that they
game जितने पढ़ने उनसे Alter Ego, come on man, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, let me down. Dangerous grass, eh?
Of the M7 World Championship.
2026 को road map आए MLB को.
नेपाल slot छैन केटा.
Road map आइसक्यो केटा नेपाल slot छैन. No slot for Nepal.
The allegations, 1 game away from silencing all the haters. 1 game away.
सोराले हैन 4 ले साइड उताबाट हेरी त लियो मत भएर पनि होला 4 ले को राम्रै हुन्छ. So
the Alter champs shouting.
Or our field किन स्किन लिएन M7 को हार्यो.
Hope is a fickle.
Okay, हेरौँ Alec.
Alter Ego Esports.
लाइट को खलिद किन ब्यान हुँदैछ हेरौँ है त कस्तो चाहिँ खेल्दै रहेछ है.
Skill at this point in Aurora Gaming has just been so strong. Have just been so clean.
Yasuke, oh, red 3 the first kill.
It's now or never.
Demon Kite.
All throughout has been the joke, but now they actually need a bit more luck.
Demon Kite, eh? Edward पनि 2 times world champion हुनु सक्ने एकदम ठुलो धेरै चान्स छ. Yasuke त रेड बफै नखाइकन मिड आएर छ त के 8 seconds कि मिस हान आको त.
4 game series so far. Aurora Gaming actually have a favorable draft index.
Like just meet आफ्नै जंगल क्लियर गर्नु नि यार डिले भइहाल्यो नि अब खरिदले अलि खरिदले हान्नु पर्यो क्या.
Much better. And it's such a safe choice, or I mean, it could be safe, could be aggressive, but knowing how they've been playing on the back foot, it really looks like it's pulling yourself together. It's more defensive. You can already see it here.
कस्तो अन्डर पर्फर्म गरेछ हिजुमे यार कस्तो फ्लिकर निकाले कि फेरि यसले यार.
I mean, to Hijume's defense though, he loves that pull itself together. I mean, he uses it on a lot of heroes.
एक गेम मा जित्नु पर्यो कि Alter Egoलाई.
On this Jushin throughout this series so far.
Fanny every game ban off. Fanny every game ban भइरहेछ.
Shine on this Granger. I wonder if he's going to go for an early Sky Piercer once again, or just take the normal build route.
In addition to possibly Yasuke and Hijume in mid and in the jungle, Aurora Gaming PH might have countered the
Hijume half HP भइसक्यो.
into playing
कस्तो पोका रे के UL
he's good at, but
Alec पनि half HP.
he struggles with.
Edward आइसक्यो. Edward obviously ISS माथि चढिहाल्छ हैन. Demon Kite टर्टल हान्छ. Edwardले फ्लिकर फर्स्ट किल हान्छ हेरे. कस्तो मिठो हानेको यार. Edwardले फर्स्ट किल फ्लिकर हाने बित्तिकै UA ले कस्तो अल थडाइदियो के मिलाएर के. कोर्डिनेसन हेर.
1,000 gold lead once again.
Wolf was chewing our ears off for this fact. Gideon was tag teaming the fact that if you do not get the first half the match. So, how does Alter Ego Esports fix this? Number 1, protect Yasuke at all costs. But to do that, you have to kind of put Alec on the back burner. You have to put Hijume in a weird position, which it's clear that maybe Hijume isn't playing as aggressive as he used to.
It's almost, I mean, it's too late to protect Yasuke at all costs. He's already 0-1-0. He's already falling behind. He's 2 levels behind Demon Kite at this point. In my mind, Alter Ego, yeah, protect everyone. You need to just stop. You gotta slow it down. Maybe even give up the second turtle. Big Tsunami Slam.
Oh, Light gets away with Raging Sandstorm, and now Demon Kite goes through, brings Alec back. It's gonna be onto Light. He goes. Last few shots, almost taking him down. Light caught in the bad spot, but he can just heal back up. And Aurora don't lose anything.
Hijume gets a little bit of nice chunk damage, but once again, it's still not enough. Alter Ego think they can take these fights when it's very clear to all of us that they can't.
When Nino starts joining these big 5v5s, things might change. I'm looking at how his
Edward को first item में यो RX है. यो गेम पनि GG's भइसक्यो guys. I don't come back on solvents. यो टर्टल पनि Alter Ego हार्यो भने सक्यो भन्दा म सिधै स्ट्रिम अफ हाने.
On a timing basis, even when it comes to execution, Aurora may have found the checkmate.
You know, and to that point, Nino, we saw him on the Phobius earlier this series, and he did do amazing with those pursuits. We also heard the panel talking about how laning phase isn't as important. How well can you be an impact in these big fights? So it could almost be worth Nino leaving lane here and there to look for the plays and the Purify.
Near the Phoenix, man, you can already see the tilt, the desperation.
Light, man. Cost.
Survives it all. A double kill now.
Hey, Doming.
Is able to get RPA kill, but it's Yue who rotates.
Doming le costo ali bhau ke gare?
Are desperate at this point.
Double kill now, Ijume. Survives it all.
Doming ko reaction dera na keda ho.
Survives it all. A double kill now.
Tara mare ta. To costo bubble all hanegar light layer man.
Down bottom, taken by Demon Guy with no contest. The former Onyx Prodigy roamer Alex.
Yeah, finals MVP light he was sir dada.
But I don't think he's ever faced a team as surgically precise as Aurora.
Alter Ego.
He's
The best roamer, man. The best roamer of the world. Light.
Throughout the Indonesian.
I mean, light free form my 2020 ko MSCS.
I don't think he's ever faced a team like Aurora.
Raging Sandstorm and
Flicker bait by Edward.
But RFE gets away with a flicker. But again, I think it's worth it to trade flicker for flicker if you're on a Lapu versus a Granger.
Very true. Luckily, Arfi did get 2 of those kills down there. The only 2 kills on the board did go into his hand. First item was the Hunter Strike. Second item was Sky Piercer. The one time that he trades it.
And unfortunately, the stacks didn't come after the Piercer. So now Aurora Gaming are still up on timing.
It's very unfortunate at this point. Luck is not on their side. The past 2 games.
Aurora kasto locked in sir. Last game era world champion na.
Decides to build it second.
I'd hate to say it, but their luck may have run out. And when it comes to the World Championship, you can't rely on luck. In comes Alec, looking for an engagement.
Grau como sokai de Aurora.
Dominkite pushing clean, Nino pushing him back.
Went for the lane swap. Nino all the way up at top side. They want to fight for this third turtle.
The final turtle with Demon Guy holding on. Phantom Steed in he comes.
Dark Wave canceling it. Raging Sandstorm make over 30 the Phoenix. Everything
No way yaar. No fucking way. Kasto haneko.
By Aurora!
And Nino's gonna drop next. Yasuke on the run.
That's what you call an Aurora
Outlast yaar yo to.
A force of nature.
To gil lagta hai wo
Going through El Familia. 4,000 gold up.
Kasto gil lagdo papa hai wo khare.
Alter Ego can't catch a break. Yasuke, he's down 1,000 gold.
Alter Ego just walking into a brick wall, walking into the avalanche right now, thinking they can manage.
RP ko fancy ki kasto level
Even at
bande
that
chahiye.
last play, they go for the turtle. They feel like this is a do or die situation when maybe it really wasn't.
And now Alter Ego back again to look for those plays. The plays you see when they are behind. But up against Aurora, who are so consistent, so disciplined, they can't be baited into a fight. Heck, when they take a fight, it's always in favor of them. Now Nino, he can't even go for it.
Oh my god.
Than to jump on Dome.
To outclass Khan se soche ke the na yaar.
Yasuke in his wake. Yasuke is not in a fighting form because they can't see where the rest of Aurora are. And you know how it is. If you can't see your opponents, chances are they're just nearby.
Yasuke does get away there. You know, one of the big differences for Alter Ego this series as well, essentially this whole series, is not everyone can fight on their own. And in past games for Alter Ego, Arfi could handle his own. The rest of the team could handle their own.
Usually with a high
Demon Kite
ratio
going
like
world
Granger as
champion
the
ho
Mount
gaya.
Shocker, Dangerous Grass is on your side.
Oh, light. Oh, he's trying to bait out the flicker. Phantom Steed now comes through. Dome for the side, goes over to Bond for Tsunami sign for the down, but it's only on towards that ball for the Phoenix.
Everyone's able to get away there.
Edward!
Oh, still in the backside. Edward jumps in.
Doesn't get the stun, now gets stunned.
God! What the fuck? दुई जना मार्दियो. भाइ एयरबलले दुई जना मार्दियो भर्खर यार. टावर बेस turret doing.
With a huge Hail Mary into the base. Edward was getting
छ्या यार के यार Nino पनि मरेछ. Edward.
Alter Ego Esports is in
Fuck
no
man.
shape to contest. They can barely get out of their own
सक्यो
base.
सक्यो.
The worst M series of all time.
The worst M series here होला यो their finals M series final यस्तो जलाग्दो यार चार गेम हैन एक गेम टोटल पाएर होला हाम्रै हालत रहेछ यार
I don't even. I mean, at this point, you just pray and hope. You sit back. Endless battle finally comes.
9 मिनेटमा दुईटा आइटम आइ आजकेको
The ability to die from Aurora Gaming, the ability to literally go under these towers and secure kills. That's why I say I don't know because the odds are out.
के गर्ने सक्दैन त्यहाँ लितो छ माथि कोही नै छैन यार
This is a start. A conceal, but they don't have vision. They don't know where the rest of Aurora are. They're keeping themselves scarce to keep this huge lead.
Here's the question, what do they do even if they found someone up there? What was the play? You're 7,000 gold behind.
Can't kill anyone.
Obvious. You're not going to be able to take anyone out on the opposite team. Just wait in your base.
3 years ago in this very arena, it was Sanford
Filipino
making that kind of
जाने
play
पनि
under
हुन्छ
tier 1. Edward does it under base turret.
Aurora Gaming looking to break into the base. Holy Shield up top popped. Down goes the Lord. Alter Ego keep their inhibitors, but lose everything else.
Alter Ego wants to stand a chance here. They need to stay put, stay split up.
Oh my god, he's nobody.
Tsunami slam, desperate from Malek. Edward jumps back away with the Bravest fighter, and now Hijime is shining the light on them.
Yazuke taking a lot of damage as well. It goes down.
Oleg standing tall, gonna be taken very low. Domeng takes him down. Another mini wave coming in up top. Hijime is the only one left. He goes in against 4. And now it's Edward who walks up, throws the sword. Domeng gets a double. They've wiped Alter Ego out.
Nino coming up, Arfi as well.
Nino, can he do it? He goes for it again. They go for the clear. Domeng's on the base. Some Monforce coming in. And it is all over.
The age of dominance continues through the
Oh my god.
Aurora Gaming
खुसी भएको थिएन भने नि त्यहाँ हेरे
Finally, Edward to the M series.
Edward man 2 times M series यार कस्तो खुसी भएको यार
कस्तो इजी भयो यिनीहरुले अन्डर लिएर जिते के खुसी भयो
They burn!
Tonight, everything changes. No more choking. No
हजुर
more almost. Aurora
किन
become eternal.
4 games is all it took. This same exact stadium, history repeats itself. It's different faces in front of the Filipino flag. But Aurora Gaming still
Oh Jesus man M7 Aurora
still does what everyone thought they couldn't. And look at the
त्यो जलादो फाइनल्स त कहिले भएको थिएन M series के
They're happy. They're ready to lift that trophy.
How many finals have they been in, Leo? How many times have they faltered at the last step?
Yue has been all around the world. Edward has been here to hold their ground. Light, the missing piece, comes home to a World Championship trophy. Demon Kite, a longtime rival of the GOAT, finally becomes a Triple Crown champion. And Domeng Kite went from just a good gold laner to the best damn gold laner in the world.
I believe it's been 4 grand finals for you where he faltered in the final step. 4 losses mean nothing if the 5th rewrites history.
Don't forget about Mr. Consistent Edward, a 2-time champion, and it's been a long time coming.
यहाँ छ
He's been in multiple M series.
अब यो हेलमेट लाउनु न अहिले चाहिँ किन चाहियो
So long since M3, and now at M7 gets it.
Let's throw it over to the stage to celebrate our champions.
They fell 1 step short, but they
फाइनल MVP हेर्दै मेरो त को भयो अनि स्ट्रिम एन्ड गरिन्छ
Thank you so much to Alter Ego Esports. And ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the world, the Northern Lights, Aurora Gaming Philippines!
From last year's setbacks, the Auroras return to the world stage with lights shining brighter than ever.
The world has seen you rise Now let them
कति जित्छ है फिलिपिनले अल्छी लागिसक्यो स्लट दे नेपाललाई म्याचलाई अरु स्लट दे कस्तो यार
in a count of 3. Gather around the trophy.
लकी त के जितिरहेछ लकी हैन
Congratulations, Aurora!
लकी भन्नै मिल्दैन यिनीहरुलाई राम्रो खेल्यो नि मलाई PLP चाहिँ जित्यो कति जित्छ यार फिलिपिनले मात्र अल्छी लागिसक्यो हेर्न फ्रिया किन ब्यान नगरे कि एसआर छिया जाँटा बुला फिलिपिनलाई हान्नु पर्यो केडा स्लट नेपाललाई स्लट दे भनेर घोटाला गरौँ केडा नेपाललाई स्लट दिउँ भनेर सबजना रिक्वेस्ट गरेर त केडा स्लट फिलिपिनलाई हराउनु पर्यो M7 World Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate this historic moment, we would like to welcome
Demon Kite World Champion भएर फर्किने भए घरमा त्यसको बुढी र बच्चासँग ओए कस्तो चाहिँ होला आफ्नो बुढी र बच्चासँग भेट्न यहाँ वर्ल्ड च्याम्पियन भएर फर्किन सानमा
This moment makes every sacrifice worth it.
लाइट हो MVP फिक्स लाइट हो यार फाइनल्स MVP
country lead Rada.
Master the basics.
म पहिला नै यसको भिडियो हेर्थेँ अहिले युट्युब च्यानल छ कि यसको अनि युट्युब च्यानलमा टिप्स एन्ड ट्रिक्स हाल्दै के पछि त ब्ल्याक लिस्टको कोच पो रहेछ यो थाहा नै थिएन फाइनल्स MVP को रेस हेर्ने केडा अनि टक्क लाएर नि यो खतरा छ नि कुरेर बसेर यसले त अगाडिदेखि नै लाइट युए नि बल खेलेर मलाई कस्तो बल खेल्छ युए पनि M2, M3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This young team has been challenged by fate time and time again. But now, finally, their hard work is finally rewarded with the M Series trophy. Thank you very much to Mr. Klajang, CEO of Moonton Games. And now, to immortalize your marks for being champions, let me call on Ms. Cherry Siak, Vice President, Head of Publishing and Esports of Moonton Games, to award your very own Fairy Champions Ring.
Aurora Gaming Philippines' journey didn't start tonight. It started years ago with a belief and sacrifice. And of course, history has a way of remembering nights like this.
And now their names have become part
First trophy,
of the
yeah.
story.
The M7 World Championship ring is made of solid 9-karat gold with a gold-plated silver 925 tribute ring, a base like the fans supporting their champion.
This
trophy,
M7 World Championship rings are designed with the MLBB fans in mind, supporting their dreams too. Beside the teams, therefore, Fairy created this tribute ring to pay tribute to all MLBB fans around the world.
This ring symbolized dreams that how it can be true with skill, hard work,
यो
and
बेच्यो नि कति आउँछ होला है सुनको रुङ यसो के सुनको आउँथ्यो है यसो एकटा कत्रो ठुलो यार
Don't you think the rings are so nice. I wish we got one too.
I guess we gotta prep for M8.
Ooh, that's a very interesting one.
Light and MVP also.
There we have it. It looks like the rings are all placed on the entirety of Aurora Gaming Philippines. So, please look at the cameras and flex those ring boys. It's time for some quick snaps.
Light. Finals MVP hour.
Thank you, Miss Cherisha, Vice President.
Light is so jolly. Light MVP also guys, Finals MVP.
Now, to present the check, let us welcome Dr. Benone Yesaya Lauhena Pesi, Deputy 2 Executive Chairman of PBS.
Against all odds, Aurora Gaming
Miski alto, तेरा बेरा देखा नंबर से ना तो.
contenders to champions and redefined
क्या करे
what
तो?
is possible.
बावल के लिए यार ऑल्ट्री को ले. निस्के 4000 घर गया तो. लगेगा वो सॉल देखे क्वालिफिकेशन पर.
For the 6th straight time, a Filipino team is on top of the MLBB scene.
Defended the title they roared before this match, and now they did. To the champions, you know what to do. Show us your best poses as we do a quick photo op.
Thank you very much.
Finals MVP दिखाओ ना चारों यार.
Lauhena Pesi, Deputy 2 Executive Chairman of PBS. Finally, to celebrate the player who stood out throughout this best of 7 finale,
Spoil लगा रही
it
थी.
is time to award the M7 Finals MVP.
May we please call on stage Lam Si Chai, Head of Global Brand Communication from Realme, to present the award.
So, Tennis Indoor Stadium, who do you think is our M7 Finals MVP?
Light.
M7 Finals MVP is...
Whoa! Struck.
Whoa!
Light, the Finals MVP. Hey.
Best player from the best team in the world. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for
Light, Finals MVP, ex BTR. I knew it, man. Damn, Finals MVP extra 10,000 पाए भाई. ओए एम सीरीज को है सबसे ठुलो टुर्नामेन्ट को फाइनल्स एमभीपी लाइट ओए
Tennis Indoor Stadium Senayan is frantic as
कस्तो माया लाग्थ्यो देखेर लाइटलाई.
Now, Light, would you mind taking a picture once again to commemorate this moment?
clutch plays after clutch plays. The missing piece, the light bringer, the game changer. In his first season with the team, he led them to the top of the world.
The first season of Light Go, damn.
And of course, thank you very much to Ms. Lansi Chai, Head of Global Brand Communication from Realme. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to hear it from our finals MVP. Light, standing at the very top of the world, where the world can clearly see you. What does this finals MVP mean to you after everything that your team has been through?
It means a lot to me because all I have these past few days, only I can rest is when I get sleep. But when I'm awake, I'm doing all my best, reviewing all the enemy's game, And finally, these guys, they deserve it. We deserve it, all the hard work. And especially to my girlfriend that
Girlfriend चाहिँ जहाँ पनि आउँदै आउँदै रहेछ के लास्टमा यार.
patient with me. Instead, we don't have a time. He still push me to do my best.
Girlfriend चाहिँ आउँदै आउँदै रहेछ के. What about your mom? What about your dad? Your family? त ठिकै छ. घरमा बाबामा आफै ठाउँमा छ. Girlfriend आफ्नो ठाउँमा छ. Supportive girlfriend है. Every successful people have successful के अरे supportive girlfriend. के लाइट त कस्तो रुइदिएको यार. कस्तो माया लाग्दै थियो कि लाइटले हेर्नु यार. Every successful man have a success. I mean, have a very understanding woman beside him.
I still don't know, but I know that I get the MSC and the World Championship.
Supportive मान्छे चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ. Supportive गर्ने मान्छे चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ के हो.
मेरो गेस कोइन्दै shares the same sentiment as Light, as you guys have been teammates before. How are you?
Finals MVP man.
Sobrang saya lang po eh kasi umiyak na si Dylan, gusto ko na rin umiyak eh.
Demon Kite को घरमा बच्चा र बुढी छ यार. अब कस्तो चाहिँ फर्किन होला आफ्नो देशमा. M7 वर्ल्ड च्याम्पियन भएर कति लाख कति करोड पैसा बोकेर जाने होला घर. स्यालेरी पनि कति बढ्ने होला. पैसा पनि कति जित्ने हो यहाँदेखि. भ्याकेसन पनि. ओए भ्याकेसन विथ फ्यामिली. आफ्नो बुढीसँग आफ्नो बच्चासँग. लाइट आफ्नो गर्लफ्रेन्डसँग. ओए फाइनान्स MVP भएर.
You have finally secured your very own title, Yue. If you could talk to your former self right now, Yue, what would you say to your former self?
I just want to my previous self. I'm finally a champion.
I'm finally a champion. Huh?
That last time you were in this stage with this.
So UA ने last day भयो हेले. Damn.
Second world title sweeter.
So NXT player 2 times ato na ekyo left easy ewa.
Sobrang saya po kasi wala rin nag-expect sa amin dito. And ayun, na-full up namin ngayon.
Jeez guys, I'm gonna end the stream now. See you guys tomorrow next time. Bye bye guys.
Sobrang saya.
Bye bye. Good night guys.
Ayun nga, ikalawang
I'm gonna end the stream now.
Ay, ikalawang title ko na to and
M7 was kind of disappointing तर के छैन.
He said that he's actually
अर्को वर्ष हामी हुन्छौँ फाइनलमा रे. Bye bye guys.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows a lot of people have doubted
Bye 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 bye.
Philippines in their